Well, hey, welcome to the show before the show, where I check to make sure everything's working. I'm your host and a local gamer, Patrick, and this is local game co-host Will.
Sup?
Bruh, not much. I am happily indoors right now. My job has me outside some days, and the air quality in New York is insane. You could literally cut through the air right now. It's so thick. It's been a wild week. It's so weird. I have not. Today was really nice. Today was really nice. I've actually given. I didn't work out today for the first time in like 3 weeks. Um, so I broke that streak, but I don't really care. I just realized how exhausted I've been, particularly with just how tough it's been to be outside. But yeah, you seem to have it better in your neighborhood, at least.
Yeah, our air quality is good because I live in Maryland, so everything's humid because we're swamp country. Um, but yeah, my week has been hectic as well because I had a 10-day work week, finished it yesterday, and the week before my work week I was off, but we had a couple 100-degree days followed by a brutal storm, and a good amount of people realized that their AC wasn't working up to stuff during the super hot days, and the other half of people realized that, oh, something got shorted out during the thunderstorm. So in total, we had like a 600-person backlog from like those couple days that we were working through all of this week. And I wasn't supposed to work this previous weekend, but I our schedule got changed around, so I got moved up 2 weeks and worked this weekend during the busiest time of the entire year, and I'm just like, I wasn't even supposed to work this coming weekend. I was supposed to work the weekend after, so I'm just exhausted, but I'm free,
And
so
ready
I'm
to.
good now.
Yeah, you're off today. You're it's completely off.
Correct.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice at least. It's absolutely cracked. See Crystal top 16, top 4 back-to-back weekends in big tournaments. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
want to hear. Man, I think we auto S tiered this girl when we did the review.
yeah, because it's like, oh, well, it's Curiosity Control in all of the colors you want in
Right.
Curiosity Control except black. But you have so much drawn redundancy in every other color, so you
Mm.
can just tutor for anything anyways.
Yeah, yeah, and you get like the most compact tutors for those colors too. Like you don't need to. It's fine that you're missing out on the M Seal and the Vamp Tutor and Demonic Tutor and the Wish Claw. It's okay. It's okay. Like those are basically just duplicates of the cards you wanted, so it's like a tax on those things. And like Will said, you're
Yeah,
you're gonna have all the cards you need to find those enchantments, um, or creature, for like a keen sense effect or curiosity effect, I should say. Crystal and her adorable little wizard sidekick. Yeah. So we have a double deck session today. This is, what did I call it? A double. What does it say in the a DCB? Double Commander Brew. This is something new that we're going to be doing moving forward, especially with a set like Star Trek as well, where we're going to see a lot of legendaries. So to give you guys the most out of this experience, we're brewing Crystal live. It sounds like she's doing well, and there's obviously a lot of ideas floating around about her. So we're going to give you a blueprint for a cEDH list. You can copy paste this and then edit it, or borrow from this if there's any tech that's missing from these top 16 or top 4 decks that are out there. Clearly, the list is good though, and we suspected as much. But I still wanted to brew it because it looked really, really fun, as well as M.O.D.O.K. M.O.D.O.K is brewed, however, so this stream doesn't go too long. Will brewed it outside of the stream. It's completing our Wooburg color pie here, and the list looks really good. He's going to guide us through that once we get to it. I'll have M.O.D.O.K on screen so you guys can see it. We're talking about the mono black one. I believe there's two from the new Marvel set, but we're going to be doing the mental organism pay 3 life one. But before we get to him, that'll be at the end. We like to build these lists typically competitively, but sometimes casually. This is more of a competitive deck, so we're going to take it that way. And we're going to construct it, discuss its playstyle and strategy, and then give you guys an idea of what our expectations are before we begin goldfishing it, and we'll see if it lives up to those expectations. I feel like this list is going to be fast, but Will, what do you think about it? You want to talk about Crystal for us?
So Crystal is 1 red and a green for a legendary creature, Inhuman Noble Hero with 2 power, 3 toughness, flying. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Crystal deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of colors that spell is, and tap for red, green, white, or blue. So you're in every color but black.
Yeah.
When you cast stuff, you deal damage to each opponent, which means that you are a perfect Curiosity commander because you can just cast free spells or cast rituals. And if you have a Curiosity effect on Crystal, you get and more draw until you just kind of win the
Oh
game.
boy.
And your win con is Crystal because you're just dealing a lot of damage to your opponent for free. Because
Yeah.
if you cast 40 spells, you win the game.
Yeah, does this deck use stuff like misdirect? Does this deck use stuff like Mog Salvage? Like, are we just putting everything in the kitchen sink in there? I mean, probably the stuff that will keep her alive, like all the counter or redirects, makes sense.
Yeah. Because in the end, if we do have a massive hand, we can just go, okay, I'm going to cast Mog Salvage. Mog Salvage on the stack. I'm going to Force of Will my own Mog Salvage, Pact of Negation my own Force of Will, Deflecting Swap my own Pact of Negation, Misdirect,
Yeah,
go down the line and just go, okay, that's an additional 18 damage with Crystal from all the free spells that I had in hand. Die.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's an interesting list. I feel like it has the capacity to storm off well. There are ways to conclude the game more efficiently. Like you could do we could do Isochron Scepter Dramatic Reversal is one element that just concludes the game. Obviously, you'll need another way to pay for the Isochron Scepter apart from Crystal, but we're likely going to front load this deck with some dorks to include some hierarchs, one hierarch, to play her on turn 2, I think, minimally. And then ideally have the setup for curiosity effect as well. And then the rest of the game is just going to be butchering people with her middle effect. Um, but yeah, I think where we want to start is probably just putting those curiosity effects in the deck. Obviously, if there's any tech
Yep.
that you guys are aware of that we should be incorporating, let us know as we go along. But and by the way, our land base is from the Fantastic Four list we did. Also something that we rated as S tier. Also something you should check out. It's actually quite good. Again,
Yeah.
kind of expected. Like the Fantastic Four really read well. I feel like this might be better. We'll see.
So there are 5 curiosity effects that we're going to be running. There are technically 3 more, but we're not running the other 3 because they're too expensive. But you have curiosity, clean and simple. You have the green equivalent, Keen Sense. Then we have Ophidian Eye for the 3 mana flash one. We have Snake Umbra for the Totem Armor green one. And then we have Tandem Lookout for the only non-aura one.
That's a good question. Do we want to lean this more
I think
towards storm or control?
I like doing. We're doing both,
But
but we're doing both in the fact that we're running all the free interaction that we can,
right.
and that's going to lead into Storm. So we're having our cake and eating it too for this.
To answer your question though, I think she's maybe a flexible in that sense. I feel like what Will's saying, we're going to chalk it full of a lot of control magic, a lot of free interaction, just because it plays well into her top effect, and it's going to let us draw cards, and that will subsequently lead us to a win. Um, Also, I guess we should talk about. I assume we're on Underworld Breach for this because that'll help us storm into win. Um, yeah, I don't see any reason why we
Yeah,
wouldn't. I don't see why we don't do
the
Underworld Breach like and brain freeze ourselves and just like pile up a storm.
the thing is like I don't think we need it because if we're just going for a curiosity effect and then sending it for game, we don't need a breach package because Crystal is our win con, so it's just kind of filling our deck with extra cards that we may or may not use.
Well, I feel like it's just
And
the out. It could
Underworld
just be the
Breach,
outlet. You know what I mean? Like it could help us storm.
Crystal is the outlet.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like she's just the outlet, and then Underworld Breach. Because normally, like with other decks, I find what I struggle with Underworld Breach is like, what should that outlet be? Where our command is right in the CZ, right? So if we use any rituals or things to like cheat her out, if those are just existing in our grave at that point, even if she dies, like we can set up a good Underworld Breach pile with whatever we've put there. And if we're throwing out a lot of spells with free cast and draw, then we should have a pretty big pile just in our graveyard theoretically. So this might be where this might be the thing that pushes it more towards a storm deck than a control deck if we incorporate Underworld Breach. And I don't think like it's gonna put too much more in the package. I really think it's just. I mean, would you even put Brain Freeze?
So the thing with Breach, because I want to just double check how Escape works. Because if Underworld Breach is the escape cost equal to the card's
three.
mana cost plus 3 cards, so Force of Will we'd have to pay 5 for it. Deflecting Swat we'd have to pay 3 for it. We can't play them for free by exiling 3 cards from our grave. So a lot of our free cards would not be free with Underworld Breach.
That would mean that we'd need to incorporate we would need to incorporate some form of like Underworld Breach pile that would trigger like a Lion's Eye
Which
Diamond
would be
line.
that would be a Painter's Servant with all the artifact loop
Yeah.
stuff like LED and that kind of thing, which we are going to be including Painter's Servant because it makes all of our cards black in addition to their other colors, which means that we're hitting on every single card
Yeah.
and we're hitting for 1 more damage on every single card.
I don't disagree. I
Um,
don't disagree that you could just incorporate Breach for value. It's not like it's a bad include. It's not like it's a bad
yeah,
include ever.
because we're also going to be running rituals, and that just
Uh,
makes it so that we can get mana off rituals. Because yeah, we're running Jessica's Will. Yeah, we're probably running Rite of Flame and so on. So Breach is still probably fine.
right. Without
I just feel like
LED or
we don't need the whole Breach package.
no, I don't think we do either. Let's just throw it in there and see how vital it is. Like if there's a turn where we pull another like enchantment finder tutor and then Breach is the right one, to help us conclude the game, then maybe we
Yeah,
consider like pushing for it more. But sorry, we have our
yeah.
curiosity effects. We have the ISO dramatic line. I just put Breach in. But what are some other core cards we want to throw in there?
One card that I didn't see a lot of people running in when I was looking at lists that I do like, and this is 2 cards. Open the Armory and Kellen the Fey-Blooded. Both of these are just
Yeah.
2 mana, search for an aura, put it to hand. So it'll make it so that we'll get Keen Sense or Curiosity consistent or more consistently. And if we do run other auras, it can help. Like once we have Curiosity going and we know we don't need more draw and we just need more mana to keep going, we can tutor for Utopia Sprawl or Wild Growth instead as auras, play them on a land, and then we get 1 more mana.
Yeah, Wild Growth easier than Utopia Sprawl. We'll probably mainline Forest here anyways if we're trying to play dorks out, which are predominantly green. So I think we'll have something
Yeah.
for Utopia Sprawl. Phyrexian mana spells.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to be playing
Yeah,
the free stuff.
yeah, for sure.
Um,
If you have any,
there's
Jacob, if you
also
have any in particular, like put them in the chat. Sorry.
oh, I can run through a good amount of them because they're Gitaxian Probe and Gut Shot are the 2 purely free ones.
For sure. Yeah, yeah. I think.
Um,
Well, I don't know if I really love Gut Shot here, but I'll put it anyways.
I
Good
I
probe's always
like
good.
Gut Shot just because if we're going, that is just an ancestral recall for
Right.
free.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So,
Yeah, yeah, that is true.
the 2 dorks that we're running as well are Birds of Paradise and Noble Hierarch. I don't think we're running any more dorks just because they're not draw off of Crystal, so we don't need to keep going with those.
You don't want any more. You don't want any other dorks. You just want rocks.
Yeah, rocks for the rest because rocks can trigger off Crystal if we have Painter Servant, but dorks can't, and rocks are going to be faster to
Right.
anyways. Um,
Painter Servant. How do you guys? Is Painter Servant typically used in this list, or is it something that we're teching in for play lines?
uh, I think it's good because it makes our mana rocks into draw, and it also makes it so we deal more damage. So it's like it, it's like a mix of a half a Torbrand, but then also making our curiosity card cast count higher. It's I think it feels weird, but it feels correct.
Well, it's a 2 mana do nothing because it's not gonna trigger itself,
Yeah.
but once in effect,
Yeah, because we'll play every ritual we have in hand to keep drawing and keep going, and then with a little bit of floating mana, we go, okay, we have 3 left. Painter Servant now play all of our rocks, and then we start drawing even more.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. The non-creature aspect, I get what you're saying. You want your mana to pay. You want your ROIs high on your cast. You want all that mana to give you a great return on investment. So having less creatures does make sense. Painter Servant, the 2 dorks, and our Lookout. I'm not going to say are the end of it. I mean, we might want to incorporate still like Esper Sentinel, Ragavan. What are some value creatures we just want to incorporate actually before we call it quits on creatures here?
I don't know if we need Ragavan because I think we're not going to need much color fixing. The entire rest, our commander is the color fixing,
Right,
and
right.
Ragavan isn't always a dork.
He does help us
Ragavan
like
is still
turn one it, and he is yeah. I don't know. Well, let me throw in Ragavan for now.
okay.
Mm,
I
I get
do
what you're
agree with
saying
Esper
though.
Sentinel. What was the other thing you said? Ragavan, Esper Sentinel, and was there another?
You think the servant is win
Oh no.
more? That's kind of what I don't know. Like Jacob, I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts on Painter Servant. I do think it makes a lot of sense for the deck. I do hear you though on it potentially being win more. Mm,
I can agree to that to some extent. The only reason why I like it in the deck is because it does mean that we're going to be dealing more damage, so we don't need to. It makes it so we don't need to run as many things for win cons because theoretically we could deck ourselves with a curiosity effect
mm,
if we cast enough things and we don't draw and we don't deal enough damage fast enough because we're drawing 120 cards before somebody dies.
ooh,
Um, so curiosity effect. Oh no, it's some of them are May draw. Let me actually check. That's May draw. That's May draw.
ooh. I like Storm Kill an Artist.
Tandem is has to draw.
Storm Kill an Artist for sure.
Uh, all are May draw except for Tandem Lookout. Never mind, not as much of a problem.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I do like Stormkill Artist or Stormkill Artisan.
Wait, is
Um,
Timberwall the one I'm thinking of? Wait, no, you mean Tinderwall.
yeah,
You
Tinderwall.
want Tinderwall? Yeah. Uh, I like it for not cEDH. It's a cool trick. It's not a bad. It's a Rite of Flame.
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah. Well, it's a Rite of Flame that's not going to get us a trigger, but it's still mana. Like it's still a decent turn one play because it'll
Right.
guarantee our commander on turn two because whatever got Tinderwall
I
out
mean,
will pay for the green.
shit. We could probably place her if we have a rock in that same hand. We put her down immediately. But yeah. Um. It is.
Yeah,
Tinder.
yeah. I like Tinderwall because that is just another way to consistently get out turn one crystal, which means that we can win a whole turn faster.
Right. So the last creature I put in was Stormkill and Artist. Do you think Tinderwall is as essential for just to round off our creature list here?
Funnily enough, I think Tinder is more essential than Stormkill Artisan, only because if we're going off, we're hitting a lot of free spells or hitting a lot of rituals that will let us keep casting. So I don't think we need the extra mana, but it could be good.
I don't know,
So I like
man.
Tinderwall
Yeah.
more than I like Stormkill.
Let's put both and then see.
Yeah,
I get what you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah, I'm fine with both.
It is kind of high costed. I get that. I do think that it will pay dividends though. I like the include. We'll see where it lands for us. If it plays poorly and it doesn't help us storm, then we can remove it. But okay, that's it for creatures. I think we could go on
Also,
to
really quick, 3 other includes
oh.
Mystic, Ristic, Carpet,
Hmm.
Carpet Flowers.
I feel like we always forget these enchantments because
Well, I've been thinking about them the whole time, but I'm like, I just gotta wait for a moment when we take a
yeah,
breather where I can say them.
carpet of flowers.
Yeah.
I put the other ones
Also,
you
really quick,
threw out there.
look at the pricing for Carpet Flowers.
No.
You remember that it was like a $20+ card for the longest time. It's
Oh,
$1.50 now.
that's interesting. I thought you were going to say it went up crazily or something because I knew it
No,
used
no,
to
no,
be.
because it was only got printed in Urza Saga that one time. Then it got reprinted in the list, and then it got reprinted in A Secret Lair, Doctor Who, several times in Doctor Who, and then it got reprinted in Final Fantasy, and now it's cheap. It's finally cheap, and I'm like, great.
Thank
People can
God,
actually
man.
play Carpet of Flowers now. Oh my
It's a
gosh,
good
it
card.
doesn't feel like a pub stomp card.
No, it's great too. Painter Servant, I'm gonna leave with an asterisk. I get what you're saying.
I I only like it because it guarantees hands that aren't guaranteed. It
Mm,
makes hands that don't win turn into hands that do win, and it makes it so that we don't have to cast as many things to win, so we
yeah,
can burn people out a little bit faster. So Painter Servant is a safety card. I don't think it's win more. I think it's like a just in case card.
yeah, I get
It's like
that.
a Dahada's Ploy in my Zur deck. How many times do I use Dahada's Ploy? Out of like 150 games? 8 times.
Wait,
What did it do in this 8 times? It saved my butt.
wait,
But
who's the little wizard pal?
is that Vivi? Are people talking about Vivi,
Oh, I'm
or are
sorry.
they talking about hmm?
I thought you meant the lookout. I'm like, I don't even know if he is a wizard. Are we talking
I
about
I wasn't sure if people meant look at either.
Vivi should be there? Ah,
I I
yeah.
don't
I
know if
get.
we need Vivi because yes, Vivi makes a crap ton of mana,
Yeah.
but I
No,
think the way we're building the deck, we don't need extra mana.
I don't know, bro. I assume I get okay. If we're trying to storm off, I understand where Vivi comes in handy. Yeah. Almost like a storm killing artist. I feel like storm killing artist is maybe even better than Vivi, just for mana's
Well,
sake.
let me put this into a different perspective for you, Patrick. You remember that Thor deck we tested out like 2 weeks ago, the one that I built?
And one in like turn three every game. Or
It
wait,
was
was
like
it
it consistently won on turn 4. It
turn four?
consistently only ever won on turn 4. But we never had any mana problems in that deck, and we didn't run Birdie, we didn't run Stormkill Artisan, we didn't run any of those. We're playing that deck, but we're playing it with 4 colors instead of just red.
You know
So we
what?
have more options.
Let me adjust because Will historically has been correct on the channel. I'm gonna put it on the sideboard for now. I'm with you though, Grizzly. I do see why you want it. I'm sure it's used in lists that are actively, doing well. So I'm gonna leave it on the side.
I don't think
It makes
I don't
sense.
think Vivi is a bad include. It's just not entirely necessary because it makes more mana and it's a redundancy on your commander because it gives you a second thing that you can curiosity up. But you can protect your commander or just recast your commander, and the entire deck is just ramp and rocks and storage and so on. So you don't have trouble ramping back into your commander.
Do we want any of
So
the mass untap effects? Not call to arms. Sound the alarm. What is it called? There's a white one as well. But it's like a mobilize or vitalize. I forget which one's the instant, which one's the sorcery.
we don't run a lot of creatures
Yeah.
that care about tapping because we're a very creature light deck.
Yeah,
I know that untaps our commander, but like
it untaps the commander, so it's basically once you have the curiosity
it's
effect in effect, it's like it's a cantrip.
yeah,
I get that.
yeah.
Vivi is
The
just
thing
backup
that
curiosity target, not for mana. Hmm. Raise the alarm.
yeah,
Raise the alarm. Thank you. God.
I don't know. We could if we run out of free stuff
No.
slots. Yes, but if we don't run out of free stuff slots, then we don't need it.
Vivi is backup
But
curiosity. Okay.
if people really want, let's take out Stormkill Artisan for VV. I like that.
Wow. We're not even at 100 yet, but we're making
I
these.
know, but put Stormkill in the maybe list because honestly, I don't think it's going to be needed, and VV is just kind of better Stormkill. So let's do that.
No, guys, it's not a creature.
I don't think we need VV, and I think when we pilot it, it's going to kind of prove my point, but
Oh, we'll see.
it's a backup.
Yeah, we'll
It's
see.
there for redundancy, and I just made that whole statement about Dahada's ploy, so I'm like, yeah, no, fair enough. We may never use VV, but It might. It might be good enough.
2 arms, untap all your creatures, draw a card. God, why could I not remember that? Something with arm in it. 2 arms. That's the one I was talking about. There is a white equivalent. I don't
Got
know
it.
that we're using it. It does cantrip by itself, so it could cantrip twice or whatever. Anyways,
Um,
where are we
now,
going?
Instill Energy. Instill Energy is one that I might
Ooh,
be more supportive of because it triggers off our commander and untaps every turn. So if we don't get there on one turn, or if we need an extra turn, it just makes it so our commander taps for two.
what is the
I like that.
other one that is Savala Tech?
Let me no wrong thing. There we
I
go.
forget.
Um,
It has like a not bell ringer. Yeah, we don't need the body. Quick reflexes. Instill energy. I don't see why not.
Nature's Chosen.
Nature's chosen. Nature's creature. Enchanted creature can attack as though it had haste, and Nature's chosen reads similarly, right?
Yep, enchanted creature,
Has
pay 0, untap enchanted creature, only activate during your turn and once each turn. So it's the same bottom text, it just doesn't give haste. I like those. I like those more than the instance that untap
yeah,
everything, just because it is a functional mana dork that
right,
will trigger off of our commander.
right, and we'll have
So
all the
it's
tutors relevant for it too. So
yeah.
yeah.
Alright. Going to the free stuff really quick. Um we have Force of Will, Mind Break Trap, um Fierce Guardianship, Deflecting Spot.
Oh, hold up.
Uh,
Deflecting
oh,
swat. Yes, yes, yes. All of those.
Pact of Negation.
I was literally writing that.
Yeah. Uh, Snapback.
Snap back?
Yeah, one word. It's a exile blue spell, bounce a creature.
Okay. Do you want that weird green one? The with like the elf in the tidal wave? Or the elf in the
The destroy all enchantment ones.
no. Well, no, we used it
Oh,
recently. It was like an elf getting swept up by a river or something, and it's like if someone
oh, uh,
submerge,
yeah, submerge. Yeah, we run submerge.
right? Oh, this is the blue
We also
one.
run Mog Salvage.
Put target creature on top of its. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mock salvage is great. Submerge.
You know, we just ran this in another deck, and I love the fact that this card is slowly becoming a staple card just out of nowhere. Tidal Bore. It's an instant that you can bounce an island rather than pay its cost, and you untap a creature. We played this in Immortus. It's a really weird Rite of Flame.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We could use it. I mean, I don't know. Is it Rite of Flame though?
It's functional. It's a net one. It's technically a Rite of Flame.
Yeah, yeah.
Do we
Technically.
want Disrupting Shoal?
Um, no, I might want misdirect.
Well, we also want Mental Misstep. That's the other
Yeah.
Phyrexian one that we forgot.
Mental misstep, and then I'll put misdirection and disrupting shoal is it has a higher requirement.
Disrupting Shoals exile a blue card from your hand.
With the converted mana cost. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
It just cares about cost. That's the only downside.
Firestorm 1 mana win con as you go through your deck. Let's do disrupting shoal for now.
Firestorm is not a win con, and I can tell you the reason why, because it's not choose up to X targets, it is choose X targets. So if you have 30 cards in hand, there has to be 30 targets that you can pick to be able to use it.
Will, how about cave in?
Uh, that's the deal 5 second mountain, right?
It's a shock. No, you may remove a red card in your hand from the game instead of paying Caven's mana cost, and then you
Oh, that's a yeah, yeah. That's
You
the
Clasm
I
each
like Haven
creature.
because we're gonna have a lot of red in hand.
Yeah, that's kind of gnarly, actually. That's not a
Also,
bad choice.
card that's going to be really good in the deck because how much we're drawing is also foil. Discard an island and another card counter target spell.
Which one? A foil? Yeah,
Yeah, foil.
yeah, I like foil. Let's do that. Let me save and continue. Make sure all these are saving. Title can be neat too if you haven't land dropped. Gush? Which I'm sorry, what?
Escape could or explore. Explore could also be a good effect.
Oh, you just mean title bore. Title bore. Yeah, we got that in there. Which effect do you want? I'm sorry.
Explore the you can play an additional land each turn card.
Um, the enchantment, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's ramp in the early game if we need to get lands for a commander. If we get a land heavy hand, and then once we're going, it's a trigger off our commander that is technically free because we'll be able to play a land to immediately pay for its cost.
Hold up. What's the other one? What's the
Oh,
enchantment?
sorry. Exploration.
Yeah,
Exploration is what I meant.
I was gonna say.
Explore is the other one. I
Yeah,
always
yeah,
mix
yeah.
up those two names.
No, that's fine. I like exploration. Thanks. I knew what you were going for. I just wanted to put it on screen for you guys.
Uh, Also, flawless maneuver. It's free if you have your commander. All your creatures gain indestructible until for the turn.
What other interactive spells should we go for? Let me go over what Red is saying here. Can probably go ahead and get all the tutors in the deck too. Yeah, obviously you can do Enlightened Tutor. Yeah. Do we want Ranger Captain and do we want Spell Seeker?
We don't need any of the creature tutors, and I mean ones that find creatures because we're running all the aura ones. We could, but our one drop creatures are not as necessary as finding
Yeah.
Tandem Lookout. Um, for the other ones, yeah, we should be running Enlightened Tutor. We should also be running like probably be running Do we? We should probably be running. I keep jumping back and forth saying Mystical Tutor or not.
Yeah, I'm putting Mystical Tutor
I
in.
okay.
I like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like Burgeoning as a potential option. Play lands on your opponent's turns.
Yeah. Well, Burgeoning is good if we whiff. So it's like a good backup thing because when our opponents play, we play, and if we have a big hand, then that just means that we get a lot of lands into play.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Um, we
Um,
could throw in Burgeoning for now. It might be on the chopping block. It feels like a lesser thing.
yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Burgeoning.
Expedition was suggested and Morph was suggested. An offer you can't refuse. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Manamorphose. Yeah, yeah, Manamorphose is just a free handful of draws. Yeah, I like it. Also, Desperate Ritual, Pyretic Ritual, Seething Song.
You want these?
Yeah, 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 because they're just good ramp.
Uh, you don't want the spirit guides?
No, because we want the mana off our commander or the trigger off our commander.
Right, but you so like a lotus petal in your mind is just better in that sense. Well, it wouldn't
Yeah,
really
like
give us anything, but
let's run like the mana rocks as well, just because we want the normal mana rocks. Anything that's
um,
net one mana.
is Mox Amber good here?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Because it may not deal damage and draw off of Curiosity immediately, but if we get Painter, it will. And regardless, it is just net mana off our commander to play something else that will draw.
Yeah, I agree. Soul Ring. Do we want Mana Vault or any of the above? Probably not,
Uh,
right? I mean,
how? Yeah, how many like how pip heavy are we in the stuff that we are casting?
apart
And
from like the free stuff
we're
having pips.
we're storming. Like we're always going to have a colorless slot that Mana Vault can fill out. Yeah, Mana Vault should be fine.
Yeah, Red. I don't. I feel like a Ranger Captain is usually. I'm usually high up on it, and it's not like we don't have options here. And I do like the silence a lot.
Yeah.
Commandeer is
Speaking of
another
which,
free spell.
we should run silence.
Yeah. just, yeah, get that out of the way. Do we want Commandeer, though? Do you remember how this one reads?
Commandeer is steal a non-creature spell an opponent controls, I believe, which requires our opponents to cast something, which is the only reason why I'm feeling no. But
Well, it's almost like a counter spell, right?
gain. No, it's just gain control. Okay, so the fact that it's down 2 cards, so you're going down a total of 3 cards to do it.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's the only
rough.
reason why I'm a little iffy on it.
It's a little difficult in that sense. Screw it. Let's try it. I like it, though, because I don't know. What else am I going to use Commandeer? So, sure.
Yeah.
But they need to be blue, right? Ugh, okay.
Yeah,
They do need to be blue.
It feels rough.
Yeah, well, we might put that on the chopping block as well. But so, Jeskai Ascendancy, I think this might have been mentioned already, actually. Sorry. But yeah, Jeskai Ascendancy
Yeah.
seems busted as hell with Manador Commander.
Yeah, I do like that. I didn't think about that initially, but that is pretty good.
Yeah, thank you guys. It was
Mr. Commander-
suggested. It was suggested earlier too. So thanks for bringing it up. I might have been Jacob. So we'll do this for sure. And Horgate. I don't know what that is. Search your library for a permanent card with converted mana cost of X or less. Put it into play, then shuffle your library. Is there not a better tutor for that?
That is 3 damage off our commander in one go, and it can find a land for 0 if we wanted. It does also find
Our enchantments.
It's 4 mana to find a Keen Sense or Curiosity, which
Yes.
is not that bad considering that's 3 mana off of the Open the Armory. So it isn't a bad call, honestly, and it's multicolor, which means that it can be exiled to more things later on in the game if we do need to go that route.
Box it. Yeah.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, I like Wargate. Yeah. What a weird ass tutor. Because our commander produces mana. Yes.
Because our commander fixes, because our commander cares about things being multiple colors, and because we want more ways to get in specifically enchantments or auras in play. Yes.
Should I look up search library effects? Like, am I missing any tutors that are really important here?
Oh, there's one other free counterspell that we completely forgot about because it will never come up as any free spell. An offer you can't refuse. We can counterspell our own stuff for mana.
Yeah, well, we should put other interactions in there too in a second. But
yeah,
do we need crop rotation for a specific land? Do we need
crop rotation can find Gaia's Cradle, but we're not running a lot of creatures.
Is there any other land? We should run
doesn't find Nykthos.
Gamble.
Or it doesn't work well with Nykthos.
Gamble goes in. And
it is technically a free land and up 1 mana because we can always find like Ancient Tomb or something weird.
Right.
I don't think we need it. I don't hate it, but I don't think we need it.
How many creature tutors do you want to include, if any, to find the lookout, the tandem lookout? He's 3 mana?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wargate Ascendancy.
Because it's Tandem Lookout and Painter Servant are the 2 that we're going to be trying to find off of creature tutors. Tandem Lookout can't be found off Invasion of Ikoria, so I think it's just Survival of the Fittest. Or sorry, not Survival, Finale of Devastation.
Yeah. Or yeah, that's the best one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that Selesnyan one that finds creatures from our deck, but you're talking just on to field goodness here.
Yeah. If we wanted to do on the field, honestly, like Worldly Tutor is probably the best option, just because we can do it on upkeep, or if we're drawing a bunch of cards, we can find it and then just straight up play Tandem Lookout.
I'm happy with that.
Or just straight up play Painter Servant. So, yeah, we could also do Sylvan Tutor, but I don't want to run more creature tutors if we can help it.
No, that seems good to me. We could stop there. Eladomri's Call was the last one I was thinking of, but I don't think we need it.
I do like Eladamri's Call, because in the early game we can keep up interaction. If nobody does anything, we can cast Eladamri's Call to find Tandem Lookout.
You do want it then.
I do like it.
Okay.
I do like it.
That should be the
It's
last.
also multicolor, so we're more likely to be able to pitch it for other free stuff, but I don't know what
Yeah.
free stuff we're running. Oh,
That's white or green. Sorry.
yeah, I don't know if we're doing any pitch white or green stuff, unfortunately. Do we want to run Storm of Memories?
How about
The
song?
storm card that recasts stuff from our grave.
This is the weird one from
Yeah,
Avatar.
because it's all cast, so it does work with our commander.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Wait, did you guys have other finishers like Whirlwind of Thought and Song of Creation if we're storming? Let's weigh these really quick. So Song of Creation. I'm pretty sure I know what this one is. Oof, man. How do you feel about Song of Creation?
Uh, Song of Creation is you can play an additional, and when you do, draw a card.
Draw
Play additional land,
two.
and when you cast a spell, draw a card. Discard
Yeah.
your hand at end step.
Yeah, Whirlwind of Thought is whenever you cast a non-creature spell, draw a card. So it's just doubling down on what our commander does.
I don't think we need those.
I appreciate what you're doing with Storm of Memories, though. How many are we gonna hit, though? I feel like a lot of our shit's expensive, dude.
Well, that is the question. How many things do we have that are hittable?
I'll put it in the deck for now, and then we'll just see if
Yeah,
it's
we'll
even
take a
possible.
look and see if we should cut it for something else. Like
Yeah.
if we're over, we'll cut that as probably the first thing after looking at what we got.
Yeah, we'll probably be over, by the way, because we still need to add our. Did I add all the rocks we needed? I didn't add any 2 CMC rocks. I just went up to Soul
We
Ring
don't
and
need
that
two
was
CMC
it.
rocks.
Yeah. No Jeweled Amulet, although that is a turn 2 crystal. I don't know. What do you think? Is there any other rock I'm missing? I did like Mox Diamond, Chrome Mox, Mox Amber.
Let's add Jeweled Amulet just because I think it's good enough, and also I find that it's really hilarious because I think all of our recent decks have played Jeweled Amulet.
Yeah. Just to give it some love. I think I would like Flashback for the deck as a way to extend reattempt plays. I like
yeah,
Flashback a
just
lot.
straight up Flashback. The literal card is good.
Dude, Flashback is dope. I really like this card. I agree. I agree. Wait, isn't there a new
Snapcaster Mage, but you go down one generic to not have the body.
what's the new
Pretty
redirect?
good.
Is it's not Bolt isn't it just called Redirect Lightning or something?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that still good in a deck that incorporates blue?
I mean, it's one mana, like, stop interaction or steal a really good thing.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So we want redirect. Okay, let's add some of our interaction. Redirect Lightning.
Let's add some interaction after we added all of the free interaction.
I know. Well, you know, the basic stuff. You already said an offer you can't refuse. We can add Swan Song. We can add Path. Well, actually, we're in the right. No, we don't have. What are some cool multicolored ones we should just get out of the way first? Is there anything that's like top of mind for you? My favorite ones incorporate black, if I'm being honest.
Nothing in red green, nothing in red white, nothing in red blue, nothing in green white outside of the one we already added. Simic. Not anything I can think of in Simic. Azorius. We do have Dovin's Veto if we want like an uncounterable counterspell.
I feel like most of the split colored spells that are good incorporate black guys.
Yeah.
Like Fire Covenant, Limdol's Vault, both the Golgari permanent removal spells, like they're usually in black. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. Oh, Into the Flood Maw.
Yeah. Or well, let's Chain of Vape really quick. Chain of Vapor to the Flood Maw.
It's funny. I
Um,
like Chain of Vapor less here because we have a commander that really doesn't want to be bounced if we have an aura on her.
mm. Well, will Chain of Vapor protect our aura? Wait.
It could, but
Yeah.
then like there's risk to it. But the funny thing is, if somebody's like, "I copy Chain of Vapor," then you go, "Okay, I cast 12 instants in response."
No Chain of Vapor. Absolutely no Chain of Vapor.
Yeah, I think it's going to be no Chain of Vapor for the same reason that I said.
Mm. All right. Putting it on the side though. I like the Mana Dork route over the rocks because the untap all creature effects.
I like the rocks over the creature route because if we need more draws because we kind of bricked off curiosity, we can always find Painter Servant and then the rocks are draws.
Wow.
I think
Floodmaw
Grizzly and I are
over
on the same page on
Vapor.
the interaction
Yeah.
on like the Chain of Vapor over into the Floodmaw here. Because usually Chain of Vapor's like, oh no, they bounced the thing I don't really care about on my board. But it's like, no, 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 they blew up your aura.
Yeah, Neoform slaps. I don't think we want to use Neoform here, though. That's the only issue. If we did
Yeah.
go the Dork route, then yeah, Neoform is great. Um, but even still, like
We,
it's
we
a
can turn a dork into Dockside.
yeah. I wish if it was Eldritch Evolution, we could get 1 mana to a 3 mana Tandem Lookout. But yeah, I get what you're saying with the Chain of Apes here. All right, other
Okay.
interaction.
I,
Sorry.
I do know that I was saying this whole time of like we shouldn't be running creatures and so on and so forth. Balloon Tender, yay or nay?
Well, it's
Because it
it's based
would
off.
tap for 4.
What did tap for 4?
We have up to 4 colors. Technically 5 with Painter.
Well,
We just need our commander's red and green, so it taps for 2. Then we need a blue permanent and a white permanent to have it tap for 4.
no, I would rather the Storm Kiln
Fair. Yeah.
personally. I it's still good. The only Simic spell. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Thought that was new.
That's the Neoform conversation. Yeah.
That was over. Okay.
All right. What's the deck count looking at?
Oh.
What's it looking like right now?
Well, we need to add a little bit more removal here. We're at 100 cards. I don't think I added like swords or path or any of the basic swords to plowshare. Guttural response. Oh yeah, our red elemental blast. Pyroblast. I'm still happy to use those. How do you
I
feel?
don't think we need red and pyro because we already have so many free counter spells. I don't think we need more counter spells. I know that we can blow up a blue permanent, but I think we're probably winning through blue permanents because even if somebody has Ristic Study in play, we're just like, okay, get your
Um,
draw. We're drawing more than you. Get your draw.
what's that new path to exile that we like just better?
Winds of Abandon?
No,
Is that the one?
no. There's a new one that it doesn't hit.
Oh,
It just
Abandon. Is that what
it
it's called?
destroys the thing instead.
It's I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name of it because I think it's something weird or it's abandoned. It's one or the
It's
other.
white, guys. What's the new path? What's the new destroy instant in white that just came out?
Give me a sec.
Oh my god. Release date. Sudden strike. Erode. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Its controller may search a library for a basic land.
Yeah,
Erode.
the road is good.
Yeah. Okay. Do we run Erode,
Well,
Path, and
Patrick, a
Sword?
road doesn't destroy Darksteel Angel.
Well, that's a shame. Erode, thank you. Yeah. If we want creatures to tap for mana, Badger Mole could be interesting, but I'm not invested in just being deep on, so how do you
Oh,
sound?
okay.
I get what you're saying with
Potential
Guttural is a
potential Simic card.
split cost spell. Sorry, Jacob. I get why you recommended that. Um,
Uh, Potential Simic card. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it is technically probably good enough. Cannon Bonder Prodigy. Because it makes our commander tap for 2, and it also makes so all of our rocks and other things tap for 2.
it's a little shit.
You little shit.
uh,
I don't know because he doesn't do anything directly by himself unless our commander is untapped, and then he's still like 1 mana. But if we're storming, we're probably hitting mana rocks, which means that he's going to pay for himself really quickly and then start netting mana.
yeah.
So I don't know if I like him or not, but I feel like he's probably a correct include.
Okay, I'm gonna put this to a poll. It's just Kinnan, yes or no? Let me know, guys. Um, okay, so we're at Will, probably 103 cards now, 104?
Okay, we
103.
can start cutting stuff now.
Yeah.
First, we ask the question: what memories are we storming?
Right. 3 CMC, we've got it has to be instant or sorcery, right?
Yes, has to be instant or
We've
sorcery.
got
We have a
Wargate.
good amount in the sorcery slot.
We've got Wargate. 1, 2, 3, 6. We have
We actually have a lot of it
six to
for
seven,
that.
67. But it's three and under. So 6 to 7 in slot three. Well, some of these are pretty like dead on arrival. Uh, it could.
It actually does hit a good amount.
Yeah.
We can cut it because it is probably win more, but like
Right.
it's an option.
It's a fun one. I like fun options. Well, so just to start with artifacts, we've got Isochron Scepter, Soul Ring, Chrome Mox, Jeweled Amulet, Lotus Petal, Mox Amber, Mox Diamond.
Yeah. I don't think we're cutting any of our artifacts. I think that we like our setup. We have dramatic reversal in, right? Yes, we do. Okay, I was like,
Yeah.
we didn't talk about it, but I'm hoping we did.
Yeah.
We can cut burgeoning.
Yeah. So I've got Jeskai Ascendancy, Ophidian Eye, Rhystic Study, Snake Umbra, Underworld Breach, Carpet of Flowers, Curiosity, Exploration, and Still Energy, Keen Sense, Mystic Remora, Nature's Chosen, Utopia Sprawl, Wild Growth. We don't have any enchant or artifact removal, by the way.
We have Chain of Vapor and we have what's it called?
we dropped
We have
the
Chain of Vapor
we
and
dropped the Chain of
we
Vapor.
into the Flood Maya.
We dropped the Chain of Vapor, bro.
Oh, we didn't do Chain of Vapor. Okay.
I mean,
But we do have Into the Flood Maws enchantment removal, and we do have artifact removal with Mock Salvage.
in counter spells technically, so I guess we're
Yeah.
fine. Okay, so that seems good. Scorcery, we've got Cave In, Storm of Memories, Jessica's Will.
For the sake of it, let's cut Underworld Breach for now, and if we run into a hand where we're like, oh, wish you had Underworld Breach, you can make fun of me for it when we're doing the play testing.
All right. Oh, well, we only need to cut one more card then. You'd rather Storm of Memories than Underworld Breach, is what you're telling me.
I'm saying cut both.
Okay.
Because Storm of Memories does feel kind of win more, but Underworld Breach feels like it doesn't do enough in this
I
list.
feel like Painter Servant can come out for one of those, for maybe Underworld Breach or Storm Kiln.
I like Painter's Servant enough just because it means that we have to cast less cards to win the game, so we're less likely to brick.
Okay.
And it makes our artifacts
Can we
active.
take out Commandeer?
Sure,
and
sure.
Put in one of those cards. Wait up. Our land base we
Sure.
should probably take a glance at. Do we want? No, there's nothing we want. Ancient Tomb is not needed. Urza's Saga is not needed.
We should probably include some modal stuff.
Oh yeah.
What are the best modal cards that we can think of in our colors? I don't think we need Witch Enchanter. I don't think we need Seagate Restoration. Shatter Skull Smashing is like 2 mana, draw 3 cards if we really, really need it.
Yeah.
So if we have like a... Do we have a basic mountain in here? Because if we do, we can probably cut that for Shatter Skull.
We do not have a basic mountain. This is the least basic land base you'll ever see.
What's the opposite of a basic bitch?
Uh,
I thought of one, but I feel like it's too rude to say on the internet. It's a complex, unfortunate insult c word.
okay.
I'm not. I'm not gonna say that on stream, but we know what I
But he
mean.
just said it.
Uh,
Um,
'Cause I feel like that's probably gonna. It's probably gonna get this like age rated higher if I say that out loud.
probably. Yeah, yeah. We've got one slot. Will, give me your favorite MDFC.
Um, hold on. Let me actually look up modals just to
Sure.
see if there's one that's like actually interesting. It's a land cost greater than 0. Um, I'm even gonna look at the tapped ones for the sake of it. I don't think I'm gonna find a tapped one that I really care about, but oh, there is a tapped one that I think I do care about a little bit actually.
Pinnacle Monk.
No.
No, well, just
Pinnacle Monk is
as
also untapped.
no, just as a
Oh,
option.
I know one, and this is a tapped one, but this is one that theoretically can just save us. Valakut Awakening.
Mm.
Put any number of cards in your hand on the bottom of your library and draw that many. That's just a good safety card.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
There's
I
also
could run.
there's also
I could do Valakut
where's the
Awakening.
other one? The one that I was thinking of that I didn't actually say in the end was what's it called? Balagan Recovery. It's just a regrowth effect. So we cast it, get a
Oh,
curiosity draw, get another thing back, cast that other thing for free, get another curiosity
should
draw.
we run Noxious
Um,
Revival?
hmm?
Not.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we want Noxious Survival. Okay, we have to cut another thing
Yeah,
then,
you
right?
just reminded me with the retrieval element.
I do want to point out we were told at the beginning of the stream, don't forget the Phyrexian mana things.
We hit a few.
We forgot Misdirection and we forgot
Yeah,
Noxious Survival.
I think I've got Misdirection in there.
And that was on me because I
Yeah,
said there were only 2. I'm taking the fault for that.
yeah. Noxious
I was the
Revivals.
cocky one here.
Noxious Revival's pretty gas. We'll want that one. But so far as what else to remove, bruh, I don't. I was just looking at something that was looking at me wrong. Where did it
You
go?
know what? Finale of Devastation. I don't think Finale of Devastation does enough.
Um,
I don't. I doubt we're gonna have a time when we're like, man, I wish I could tutor for a creature in this deck. We're running 9 total creatures, and like a third of them are dorks, half of them are dorks.
is Eladamri's
Yeah.
Call strictly better than Finale of Devastation?
Yes. Yes, because it's an instant and it's multicolor, which usually means it's worse, but in this case means it's better.
Um, apparently Noxious was mentioned. Okay.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that somebody said it in chat. We just missed it, but
Uh, lastly, do you want like gifts ungiven intuition?
um,
Speaking of tutors,
no, I don't think we need them. There's definitely a list of Crystal that does the whole Underworld Breach line. I just really don't think we're gonna need Underworld Breach stuff.
there's a problem attempting to save. Request what? Hold up. Converted cost.
You clearly made a mistake cutting Finale of Devastation.
Right? What's
Put that back in. It
intuition?
has to
Yes.
exist.
Intuition, yes. Gifts ungiven, no. Wait, what the hell's wrong with the deck?
Air 4-4? What?
You
Try
see?
reloading.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh god. You know why? It locked me out.
Oh, okay.
That's cool. That's always cool. You guys get to see all of our decks. Where were we? we just
Make sure you don't put in the password on stream in case it does actually show the letters as you do it.
oh yeah, guys, make your own deck on the channel tapped out page. Why don't you? Wait, what did I
I
just
know
put
it
in?
autofilled. Okay, we're good.
Finale of Devastation. That's what comes out, right? Valakut Awakening's in
Yep.
there. I just looked at it.
And Noxious goes in if we didn't have Noxious in already.
Noxious should be in. Okay, Noxious is in.
Yep.
I would rather have Breach than Isochron Scepter Dramatic Reversal.
See, the thing is, Breach doesn't go infinite by itself. It needs other cards. Isochron Scepter Dramatic Reversal does just go infinite. That's the only reason why Isochron Dramatic is a bit better, in my opinion.
I think Jeskai Ascendancy is doing the thing for you, and it's not necessary.
Jeskai Ascendancy is what's he called? Stormkill Artisan, but one less mana. That's the reason why we have
it. Doesn't
anymore.
guarantee you win. I get what you're saying. Valakut Awakening might help us. All right.
I mean, Jeskai Ascendancy is hand fixing and it's mana. It's better Stormkill.
Well, if we took out Isochron Scepter Dramatic Reversal, do we put in Underworld Breach Stormkill Artist?
I think it's Dramatic Reversal is just a good card for the deck in general.
It is kind of good.
It's at least making 1 mana off of our commander, and if we have any rocks in play, it's making more.
Okay, it doesn't look like anyone wants Kinnan. Sorry, Kinnan.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, yeah. let's test the deck where
Agreed.
it's at and see how we feel. But before we get to that, this is a loose build for the list. Obviously, the land base could probably be more properly tailored based off of pips in our deck, but it is fairly even apart from blue, which a majority of those happen to be free. So I think we'll be okay. Will, what are your expectations? When do you want Crystal Inhuman Princess to win the game for us?
I think it's going to be Crystal on 2 and then win the game on 3, more likely than not. I will say that we'll probably have times when the some of the free spells just don't feel like they're good enough, and there is probably an iteration of the deck where we cut some of the more obscure, less useful free spells for stuff like Underworld Breach as a backup.
Yeah.
But for this iteration, we just kind of wanted to push the curiosity effect as far as we could to see how it plays out. If it feels like it falls through on safeties, we'd probably recommend running the Underworld Breach stuff. Use like Sabine's Reclamation, Intuition, Gifts Ungiven, and all that. But I do think that this is going to play pretty well, and I don't think we're going to have like any brick hands while we're trying to do it, because the deck is primarily just mana and interaction, and we'll win the game through that.
We should make merch of just brick hands. They're just like little bricks you slide onto your hands.
Yeah.
I just drew bricks. All right, guys, let's see if we can't win on turn 3 fairly consistently.
Actually, that would be the funnier merch. It's a T-shirt that shows you in front of like an easel or something like that, looking back at the camera with a drawn brick on the easel saying, "I only draw bricks." That seems kind of funny.
That would be kind of funny, actually. So, Will, this is okay. Technically, is this a? No, it's not. Is this a turn 1 crystal? It's not a turn 1 crystal. No, it's not.
No, there's a turn 2 crystal with Finding Tandem Lookout setup, because we can Chrome Mox imprinting flashback, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, it's either flashback or desperate ritual. Probably flashback then. So we can Chrome Mox the flashback, use the land, have the land Worldly Tutor to get Tireless on top, and we can store 1 mana into Jeweled Amulet as well, and then turn 2 that's Crystal, and then turn 3 theoretically game.
So you want to play?
I think this is good enough.
You want to play this?
Yeah. This should be good enough.
All right. So Steam Vents. What do you want to grab, Will? Something
has to tap for green.
Yeah, something with a force.
I like red green here more than I like blue.
So Taiga.
Yeah.
Shuffle,
Yeah.
shuffle, shuffle. We'll get the Taiga. What do you want to put under that Chrome Mox? I'll play. Oh, should we actually? Do we cast the Jeweled Amulet at all?
Yes, because we
Oh, we can
can
load it.
use
Yeah,
yeah, we can load it with the Chrome Mox mana.
or load it with the Taiga, and then also.
Well, Taiga pays for Worldly Tutor.
Well, I was gonna drop Chrome Mox here as well.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I
So
see what you
drop
want.
Chrome
Yeah, yeah,
Mox,
yeah.
get rid of Flashback, and then we Worldly Tutor for Tireless before our turn.
Red. Okay. That's that. Worldy Tutor with Taiga. We'll fill this with red. I'm just gonna put a counter on it. I'm not gonna put a counter on it. I'm gonna put a counter up here on the poison, so we just know that has a counter on it.
Well, we're theoretically not going to have to track it much. It's a Lotus Petal that makes red. We'll know
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Tandem Lookout on top. Next turn. Command Tower. Crystal.
Yep, yep.
We'll do that with the
Yep, yep.
Taiga green, red, red off the Jeweled Amulet. Excuse me.
Oh, no. We keep the mana in Jeweled Amulet because we can't recharge it. We use Command Tower to pay for it and keep the red and Jeweled Amulet.
Is there a reason? Yeah, it's a yeah. It's a. I mean, there's the illusion of.
It means we're gonna have 1 mana next turn on the turn that we're trying to win.
Yeah, it will help with the Tandem Lookout play. So, anyway.
Yep.
Next turn.
Yep.
Misdirection. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and drop that Tandem Lookout. Why don't we?
Yep.
That's going to be a blue.
Chrome Mox, Jeweled Amulet, and pick your favorite between tapping Crystal and tapping Command Tower.
Right. Well, it has to be Command Tower. Oh no, you're right.
Well, both make blue. Both make blue.
Wait on Crystal. Actually, it's probably safer to tap Crystal if we're being honest, but
Yeah.
Okay, Tandem Lookout. As it enters, it becomes paired. Whenever this creature deals damage to an opponent, draw a card. Blam! Alright, they're paired now. We're going to just do this to illustrate that. Okay, so, Will, what do you want to cast first? Desperate Ritual, I guess?
Desperate Ritual.
Boop. Desperate Ritual. Okay, it's on the stack. We are going to damage everyone for 1 or 2, technically. Because I did red and black.
No, it's not the colors you pay. It's the colors of the card.
Colors of the spell. My bad. So they take 1.
Yeah.
We will draw 1.
We draw 3.
Draw 3, right? Each deals damage.
Each opponent got hit.
1, 2, 3. We just got 3 lands. It's on the stack still, though. 5-color June deck is a little late now. Does paired mean they're roommates? Definitely.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
It definitely means they're roommates. Should I cast Misdirection? Can I cast Misdirection? I can't cast shit. Change the target of target spell with a single target.
Is Misdirection only opponents?
No, it's change the target of target spell with a single target. It doesn't have a target. And
unfortunate.
Mental Misstep, we literally bricked with 3 lands. So we'll make 3 red mana.
Yep, can't do anything with it, and we'll pass the turn.
Well, I'll play a land. I'll play a land.
Oh, yes.
Scalding Tarn. And we'll rip the Scalding Tarn later to get Volcanic Islands. It's fine. Damn, that blows. Let's do this off turn, though, like the Mental Misstep and whatnot.
Yeah.
Let's actually, before I ever rip a counterspell, though, I'll go for the Volc Island.
It is a brick, but it's not a bad brick because we have a Hand of Interaction. We can protect our Crystal, we can stop people from winning.
Crystal, Inhuman Priestess, and M.O.D.O.K also have no synergies that I can tell.
Oh yeah, they don't. It's just we filled out the Wooburg pie tier.
Yeah, they're also not the roommates. But no.
Yeah, they're not roommates.
Well, they might have been. I don't know. But we've got a M.O.D.O.K deck for you guys right after we're done testing this. We'll probably do 1 or 2 more tries with this. But let's just do mental misstep just because we can. It doesn't matter what comes out. We'll just do mental misstep. Draw 3. It's on the stack. We got a Mystical Tutor, a Tarnished Citadel, and a Bloodstained Mire. Well,
Lands, let's go.
God,
Well,
dude.
before our turn, we can cast that Mystical Tutor.
Oh, we're 1,000% casting the Mystical Tutor. All right. So Mystical Tutor is gonna get cast off the
We
Volk
find
Island.
Noxious Revival because that just lets us draw more.
Yeah. So, before we actually put that on top of our deck, though, we do need to resolve that trigger. So,
Okay.
VV, Ornithopter, Pyretic Ritual, and a Misty Rainforest. Those things aren't bad. Technically, we have the Misdirection as well, but it's still nothing targeting that I'm aware of. Their chemistry is still blooming. Stay tuned for the rest of the stream. Exactly. And it will go full blossom in the next few. All right, so we're up to 8 cards, Will. Next turn, Noxious Revival. All right, how do you want to do it, Will? How do we win?
I mean, we get there now.
We should, right?
We draw Noxious Revival as the card per turn, and then we just cast whatever we want to cast with one other draw remaining, or with the trigger on the stack, we can Noxious Revival, getting Mystical Tutor back onto the top, getting another thing, and then we can just keep digging. We can also try to find another enchantment. Let's see.
I'm gonna just crack the Bloodstained Mire really quick. I know I want to get that out of the way. So what
would Open the Armory be a better find than Noxious Revival? Just getting another Curiosity, so it's draw 6 instead of draw 3.
Or Wargate.
Either one. It works regardless.
Well, wait. What permanent could we put into play? Do we just want to drop? Wait. I'm sorry. What did I cast? Mystical Tutor? It needs to be a Wargate.
No, it doesn't need to be Wargate. It can be any instant or sorcery.
No, I'm thinking of what can we just Wargate and then hopefully win the game with that?
Wargate finds Curiosity. Or are you saying like a 2-card combo with like Dramatic?
Yeah, is there like a better card that we can grab, like the Jeskai Ascendancy, like drop Jeskai Ascendancy into play and then like try to go off with that?
I think we just need more draw, not like more mana, because that's kind of where we got bricked on the last one.
You're trying to keep it low to the ground. Okay, so you want to open the Armory.
Yeah, open the Armory, finding Keen Sense. And go.
Yeah, that's fair.
Best call.
That's fair. All right, so I'm just going to rip the Bloodstained Mire, excuse me. What is our red-white land? Plateau?
Yeah, Plateau.
Shuffle. Okay, great. We got Plateau now. So we're going to go Plateau and Chrome Mox, and we'll open the Armory. It's going to let us draw 3 cards. 2, 3.
Yeah, the Ritual Art is a good Ritual Art. Agreed.
Deflecting Swat and Wargate are the relevant ones. Deflecting Swat and Wargate. So that's fine.
We did shuffle after finding Open the Armory, yeah?
Yeah, I did. The Wargate was
very verbally say shuffle. Yeah.
I'm going to tap Crystal Inhuman Princess or Taiga. Let's just go with Crystal. We'll put Keen Sense on her. Spoop.
All right.
And we'll draw 1, 2, 3.
Actually, yeah, I tap Taiga over Crystal just because more colors. Correct color navigation.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if Crystal's targeted, then at least we got something out of the way with it, but I don't think we're failing here. We're in a pretty good place. All right, Keen Sense has landed. We keep getting lands, despite only having 28.
When we cast Keen Sense, we got the Crystal trigger as well.
Right, I did.
You did that.
Yeah.
It was a delayed stream. I did not.
No, you're good. You're good. We've got a couple spells to cast here. I think Pyretic Ritual is making some sense in my head.
Yep.
So let's just put that out there. We will tap the Volk Islands and the Command Tower. It's fine.
Yeah.
So we'll draw 6 cards and generate 3 red mana. 6. Okay, it's still on the stack. We have an offer you can't refuse, Swords of Plowshare, Jessica's Will, and Exploration. Exploration would be really tight right now.
I think that we let it resolve, then cast Jessica's
A
Will, and we'll
hundred
say
percent.
like let's just say it's a Seething Song mana wise.
Sure, five sounds good to me. And
Yeah,
then exile the top three after resolving the draw six. So one,
yeah.
two, three, four, five, six. Just one more land from that. We have Foil, Fierce Guardianship, Mogg Salvage, Noxious Revival, Dramatic Reversal. These are things we want to see. So Dramatic Reversal is not. It's actually, I think we just have a win with that.
Is Dramatic Reversal in hand or is it in exile?
No, Isochron Scepter and Dramatic Reversal are in hand, and then our exiled
Okay,
cards are Carpet of Flowers, Into the Flood Maw, Forbidden Orchard.
okay. Yeah, so we can
Five red floating.
with our 5 mana we just do the thing and then we win. If people try stopping us, we have a foil, misdirection, and
Fierce Guardianship.
we have ways of stopping it.
Yeah, so, well,
We do need another mana rock in play to win the game from here. We
ooh,
have the
Chrome
Chromox. We're
Mox.
good.
Yeah, yeah,
We're good.
yeah. Thank God. Thank God, Will. Hidden under that jeweled amulet. All right, so that was turn four. That works,
And
right?
that was a lot of lands drawn, and we still got there.
Yeah, the good promising start though. Let's go ahead and try that again. ISO, land, Wargate, Metamorpho, Snapback, and Nature's Chosen.
Um, that doesn't sound like a turn 2 crystal, right?
No.
I can't see the hand yet, so I'm waiting on it.
Yeah, this does feel like 2016, doesn't it? Sorry. How many lands? We
Yeah,
have 28 plus one with the Valakut Awakening as an MDFC.
yeah. We could probably cut 2 lands, but I also don't want to like brick early and theoretically we're gonna draw.
I don't know.
Theoretically, we're gonna be drawing past our lands with crystal if we get going. It was just an unfortunate setup there.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen people run 26 comfortably. I don't know for this deck, but
Um,
sorry.
this second hand with Gataxian Probe, I don't hate it,
Yeah. No turn two
but
here, though. Yeah. I think we got to.
so the Gataxian Probe means that we might be able to draw a white source and get Esper Sentinel out, but that is like a bit risky. Let's go down. Let's go to the next one.
Okay, this is better. Ristic Study, Tinderwall, Gutshot, Forbidden Orchard, Breeding Pool, Tarnished Citadel. Do we want to go down to six? I could proper mull this. Tarnished Citadel
Well,
would go to the bottom.
this hand is our 6, I believe. So we do have to. Yeah, we'll say we put one card to the bottom.
It's going to be the.
Gutshot.
I was going to say Citadel. You just want to make sure that we have.
I mean, like,
well, it's every land.
Gutshot doesn't do a lot. Tarnished Citadel means we have ramp. It could be either. I do think it could be either. But if we get bricked, I feel like Tarnished Citadel's. I was gonna say Tarnished Citadel probably does more than Gutshot,
But well, no,
yeah.
Revival Gutshot cute combo. I think we're really pushing for this Ristic. Like, I think I want a Tinderwall Ristic.
Yes.
Yeah. All
The
right.
game plan here is rush out Ristic over rush out Commander.
Yeah. Okay, so that's to the bottom. We're gonna draw for turn. Put Crystal up. Boop. We get a forest. How cool. I mean, I don't know. We could just go forest Tinderwall here, but I think it's better to go. If we have the option, maybe Forbidden Orchard, give someone a blocker for a Timna. Let's just say
the breeding pool's fine here because the only other thing we're casting is Ristic Study,
yeah,
which is
either
blue, so it works out perfectly anyways.
And we'll drop the Tinderwall and we'll pass. Boop. Savannah. Hey, more lands. Dude. I will put the Savannah down, and we'll go Breeding Pool, Tinderwall, 4. Stay with me. How many Ristics is gonna draw for us? How many is Ristic gonna? Well, theoretically, turn 2. I would say like comfortably 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
2. Do we want a Noxious Revival off turn for a Tinderwall? Probably not.
Nah.
All right,
Nah.
land, Wild Growth, Mana Confluence. Great. Okay, and draw for turn. You say 4. Let's split the difference. Let's go 3.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, City of Brass. You know what?
We're cutting 2 lands. The deck is telling us something. We're cutting 2
this
lands.
never happens. Like, literally, weren't we just playtesting a deck recently that had like 30 plus lands, and we never saw land. We were like land screwed, basically.
It's funny. My M.O.D.O.K deck runs 36 lands because he can turn the lands into other things, and there are cards in the deck that play better if you discard lands. So I have a high land count M.O.D.O.K deck, and that deck refuses to get lands. And this is a low land count crystal deck, and we're only getting lands.
Bro, I'm losing.
Take out the 2 basics.
Losing my mind. Well, let's play. Let's play this handout.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, where do we want to put that Wild Growth? And maybe I'll put the Tarnished Citadel down, and I'll throw it onto the Tarnished Citadel so it could produce green and generic.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't know anymore, Will.
it's sometimes that's just how it goes.
Yeah, we'll do
we play Crystal.
Yeah, we play Crystal. Oh, I guess that's gonna produce our red. Sure, whatever. Red, green, and then breeding pool for blue for Crystal. Okay.
Yep.
Next turn, can we win the game? We have well, I'm sorry. Let's just go with 2 again. Verdant Catacombs and Snapback. You know what? I lied. 3. Let's just say it was 3. Steam Vents. Jesus Christ.
A third of our decks are land, or a third of our cards are lands. Less than a third. It's almost a quarter. But a third of our deck is lands. 2/3 of our draws are lands. Just want to point out how statistically stupid that is.
Yeah, our hand is pretty flush with lands right now, but we have a Pact of Negation, a Noxious Revival, and a Snapback. Cool. I'm gonna call it there. Just because this doesn't really present anything, and it's already turn 4. So, but let's take out some lands. Let's take out some lands.
Let's cut the forest and let's cut the island. Yes, we're weak to Blood Moon now. I don't care. Our commander taps for any color. It's fine.
So we cut those. What do you want to put in the deck? The One Ring.
Oh yeah, we have to put stuff back in there.
Yeah, 83 lands to Saya. Well, you're not too upset when you see the lands there, I guess. But
yeah, you're happy to see lands in Saya.
This is wild. This is so bad. What's a bad test? Underworld Breach. No, that I don't know that Underworld Breach would have helped us in that second game, but I mean, then again.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Some other kind of tutors would be useful, but I don't know what other tutors we're missing.
Enchantment-based ones, please.
There's Idyllic Tutor, but I don't think we need Idyllic Tutor. There's Heliod's Pilgrim, but that's a creature, and I don't think we care about that too much.
Search Enchantment. Or Search Aura, even, would be fine.
There's not a lot of Search Auras, and there's not a lot of Search Enchantments.
Well, we've got Enlightened Tutor, we've got Gamble. Archdruid's Charm? No,
it doesn't actually search for enchantments. It destroys or exiles enchantments and then searches for creatures.
I mean, Idyllic Tutor is the same thing as running like Transmute.
Oh wait, what's the red like 1-mana Wheel of Fortune thing called? It's like Winds of something.
Winds of Abaddon. Winds of Change.
Everyone shuffles their hands into their deck and draws them many cards. That's a good way to hand fix.
This is my favorite one. Ooh, that's a cool one.
I personally prefer the Mystery Booster too. I like the Future Sight bordering on it.
Yeah, I know that with the ship.
It works really well with that art.
Silent.
I'm trying to think of things that are like really good. This fixes your hand cards, but is also decent in the late game.
Burning Inquiry.
No, that's a good way to mess with people early though. But we don't use our grave.
Winds of Change, I like. No.
Ponder. Look at the top three, put them back in any order, or shuffle, then draw a card.
Damn, are we on Ponder, really?
I mean, people say like Ponder makes any opener keepable because it lets you guarantee stuff off the top. I don't know how accurate that is, but that's not like super bad. We could add in like another draw engine. What
Who are
other draw
these?
engine are we missing in our colors?
Who are these people, Will? Point out these people for me. There's
Yeah,
really dope.
We can do Sylvan Tutor, Sylvan Library. We can do
Sylvan Library.
Sure, yeah. Sylvan Library on turn 1 feels amazing, actually.
Yeah.
No.
Just lose all the life. It's okay.
We don't care. We're not using it for anything else.
Yeah.
We're running Tarnished Citadel. That's how little we care.
What about 1-mana creature tutors? Aren't worth it. No.
We're running Worldly Tutor. We're not running Sylvan Tutor, but we're running Worldly Tutor because we can do it off turn. We can keep up interaction.
Do we want personal toots? Personal tutor? Find a sorcery?
It's a sorcery and only find sorceries.
Mm-hmm.
But it finds Open the Armory, which is a sorcery, so theoretically we could do that, but...
let's just keep what we got for now. Frantic Search I like, actually. It's not a bad suggestion. Is Frantic Search a better Ponder? No.
Did we put in Ponder? I thought we were doing it for Sylvan Library instead.
No, we did not put in Ponder.
Yeah, I like Sylvan Library. Sylvan Library feels the most correct.
Alright, Cave-In, Command Tower, Mental Misstep, Flawless Maneuver, Painter Servant, Desperate Ritual, Bloodstained Fire. Okay. We've got Silence. Whoa, okay. The first hand without lands. Lotus Petal Silence, Nature's Chosen, Tidal Bore, Stay With Me, Wargate, and Gamble. Top deck is a Plateau. But we wouldn't know that, and that's a bad hand. Okay, this is maybe playable if we were going down to 6. I mean, I would keep this, I guess. No, none of these are a fetch. Tundra, Hallowed Fountain, so both of our Azorius lands. Seething Song, Ragavan, Mindbreak, Trap, Swan Song, Into the Floodmaw. Merchant Scroll is something that we could consider.
I don't think we need Merchant
Scroll. For blue.
We don't really care about blues.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if either of those lands was a way to get a red source, then this would be playable.
Top deck is Tidal Bore. We got some goopy. Yeah, got some goopy hands going here.
I like how we went from like we're only drawing lands to we're not drawing lands or the correct lands now. It immediately 180'd.
Okay, so we've got one land, and I love it when I have one land in Mox Diamond.
And in Mox Diamond.
It's like every time it's like just go fuck yourself. It's like, hey, you want to play Magic? Nah. So that could have been a turn 1 Mox Sylvan Library, which it still could be.
But... I like this hand, and I think we put Gut Shot and
Wargate.
The creature tutor on the bottom.
Oh, Elodon, yeah.
And the reason why is if we draw another land, that's a turn 1 Sylvan Library.
Yeah.
And that's really good.
God, I hope so, dude. This is so dumb. I'm hoping that we pull a land. Let's go. Breeding Pool. Okay.
There we go.
Let's lose 1 life to fix our hand a little bit, I guess. We'll get a red and green source. Yeah. We'll get the Taiga. Shuffle. I will cast a Mox Diamond. Is it good? Okay, we'll pitch the Breeding Pool. And I'll play Sylvan Library. We're not tracking life. But if we were, just draw 3, take 6.
I will casually track life in the background, but I don't think we're going to go long enough for that to be relevant.
Yeah, no. I hope not. I really hope not. So shuffle. Next turn. 1, 2, 3. No more lands, Will. That's all you get.
It's fine. Turn 3 crystal is still good considering that we went down to 5.
Oh, you think we're getting a turn 3 crystal?
Oh, we're getting a turn 3 crystal.
Okay, well, we've got Into the Flood.
I refuse to accept that it's going to boomerang back that bad.
You never know, bro. So let's just say we have to redirect lightning off turn.
Yep, that's 5, so that means that
11.
we've taken 14.
Oh, is it 14?
Yeah,
Oh,
one off of the fetch, and then 5 off the redirect lightning, and 8 off the Sylvan Library.
Jesus, you're
14 in
so
total.
right, bro. You're so right. Next turn. 1, 2, 3. We have Submerged, Utopia Sprawl, and Soul Ring. What is going on, bro? You take out 2 lands, and the game is against you. Um,
That is nuts.
well, we've
Um,
strapped the Utopia Sprawl on Taiga, at least.
yeah.
Um,
So we can Utopia Sprawl the Taiga.
what color?
Taiga for, let's say, blue. Sorry, Utopia Sprawl for blue, I mean.
Yeah,
Um, then we can do, this is,
nutty.
it's 180 so bad.
Well, technically, we could Jessica's Will here if we want to go crazy. For
Yeah,
for
but
nothing
we
great.
don't do anything with a ton of red.
No, no, we don't. Oh my god, this is wild. We've missed.
I mean, I think we ramp and hold it. Just
So no,
tap the
no,
Taiga for Soul Ring pass, and we have a Submerge and Pact of Negation if we really need it.
sure. Let's say we don't need it, just
Yeah.
because no one's done anything and everyone pities us. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Force of Will, Silence, and Ophidian Eye. Look, we're in a better place now. But we've missed. Wait,
Yeah.
let me just get this straight. We've missed a land drop through 9 draws.
Of course, every fourth card should have theoretically been a land.
Okay, I'm just checking.
We didn't get that. By the way, we are at 8 life.
Fact
Fact.
with no blockers.
So we're after keeping these 3, we're at 8 life.
Well, we're keeping these 3. What?
Yeah. Well,
Let's
we
play
at least can kind of get there right now.
Yeah, kind of.
So we can at least play our commander and then
Sure.
keep up a blocker.
We'll use the Soul Ring and the Topia Sprawl Taiga. Wait, oh shit, no, we need all 3 of these.
Yeah,
Ah,
we Soul Ring stays on tap, but unfortunately that doesn't help at all.
God, this blows. All right, brother. Okay, so we're gonna use Sylvan Library to ponder. Basically, we're gonna put these on
Yes.
top. Yeah, this is usually the point where the lumper player hits us. Yeah. Sure. Next turn.
It's okay. We have Submerge. We just submerge Lumber back on top.
Sure.
Actually, Submerge requires us to have an island, right?
No, forest. If no, if
Okay,
oh
opponent
no,
has
oh
forest.
no. If an opponent controls a forest and you control an island, we don't even have
Okay, that's what I
submerge,
thought.
bro. We don't even have submerge.
If there is a Lumra in play, we tap Soul Ring and then we use the blue off Utopia into the Flood Moth Lumra. Like before,
Oh,
so
yeah,
we just
yeah,
say we
yeah,
tap
yeah.
Soul Ring and we sorcery speeded into the Flood Moth to bounce that.
That's
Since we're going to discard something to hand size right now, anyways, we might as well just say we did that.
okay. So I'm Sylvan Librarying right now. We have Disrupting Shoal, Pyretic Ritual, and Exploration. We are gonna put Exploration right back on top.
Yeah.
And we're gonna put Disrupting Shoal in our hand. Sure. Because we've got
Pyretic Ritual's better than Disrupting Shoal here at the very least.
with the Jessica's Will. Yeah, we could.
We're
Chain up
gonna
some plays.
we're redrawing all of these anyways with Ophidian Eye. It doesn't really matter.
Good lord. Okay. Anyways, where do you want to start, Will?
All right. So first,
I should.
we are going
next
to
turn.
tap Soul Ring and Taiga for Ophidian Eye, floating a red.
And a. Oh yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, floating a red.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Blue, double white. Gotcha. Double gender.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord. Everyone takes 1
Then
damage.
we're going to tap our Mox Diamond and we're going to play Desperate Ritual. Trigger, we draw 3.
Yep. Cool. Lotus Petal. Hey, dude, how many cards have we drawn?
A lot. A lot.
In no other land. I am impressed.
Yeah.
So Pyretic Ritual is going to resolve.
Yes. Then we can Jessica's Will.
Okay, Justice will. Let's just say 5 again. That seems reasonable.
I do want to point out we could have done this on turn 3, but we just could not find the land for the life of us.
Brother. So draw 1, 2, 3. Savannah! And we
There we
exile a
go.
Trop Island, we exile a Snapback, and we exile a Plateau. Okay, so literally all of our duels in one shot. Very cool. We should probably play one of the lands that is in exile, because I think it's till this turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's play
So
the...
we'll play Tropical Island,
yeah.
and then we can play Exploration, and then we can play Plateau, so we can play both of them.
Oh, I like that. Okay, so Exploration trigger. 1, 2, 3. We have Stomping Grounds as well in our hands, but we're not going to play that. We will play the plat. Do we need a specific color here?
Well, we need the man off Tropical Island play the
We have
Actually,
we have 5 red
yeah,
floating.
we need the green to play the Exploration.
Yeah,
so we don't have to play Plateau yet, but we can hold Plateau there for now and decide what land to play later.
Yeah, we have 5 red floating, and we have a Stomping Ground and a Savannah in hand. Okay, so Carpet of Flowers is a good play here if we want mana in our second phase, but we'll end on that with Savannah if we get there. What do you want to keep playing, Will, to keep... Do you want to...
We can play Snapback, ditching War Room, or the Wargate. Actually,
I kind of like...
can we get to Wargate somehow?
That's what I'm thinking, because like I feel like that could be the linchpin, right? With the 5 red floating, we can really get anything. And I do think...
So if we play Plateau covers the white. Then we need green and blue. We can tap our commander for blue.
We have Lotus Petal
for green.
Yeah.
And we can play Wargate, and we draw 3 more cards, and then we can go from there.
Well, we draw off the we don't draw off the Lotus Petal. Okay.
Yeah, it's 3 off of Wargate, casting Wargate, not off the Lotus Petal.
So you want to do Plateau?
Yep.
We will
Snapback is still there. We'll play that after the fact.
Yeah, let's do Lotus Petal, break. Lotus Petal's going to play the blue. We'll tap here for white, and we'll tap here for green. Green over here. And then we'll use 1 red. What do we want to get from our deck? Jeskai Ascendancy?
Well, is it Jeskai Ascendancy, or is it Keen Sense or Curiosity? Because we have a lot of free spells in hand already, so we theoretically could just keep going.
Yeah, but we're going to be able to generate mana with Jeskai Ascendancy as well. So it's like 4 draw versus 6 draw, but we get mana back every single time, right?
Yeah, Jeskai Ascendancy is also hand fixing, so it theoretically doesn't matter. Let's say Jeskai Ascendancy just for the sake of mana.
I'm curious to see if it does well.
If it performs,
yeah. Let's just drop it. So we'll do -3. We got 2 red floating. I want to see how well this helps us storm. Shuffle. Jeskai Ascendancy. Okay, but it's not +1 counters. It's just until end of turn. We untap it. Okay, it's fine.
It's prowess to everything and untap them.
That's not bad. Okay, so we've got 2 red floating and nothing else. Will, do you want to snap back now?
Yep, and let's no, it's creature. I was gonna say let's snap back our Mox Diamond, but that's not how that works.
God, I wish. Yeah.
Snapback targeting doesn't matter. We untap our commander, draw 3, and then we
exile...
discard a card, draw a card, or draw this card on Jeskai.
Are we sorry to start though? Are we exiling into the
Flood Mox? It's not free.
Yeah. Okay. And let's just say this is resolved.
It's draw discard for Jeskai Ascendancy. So we get our 3 draw first, then we get to draw discard after.
3. We'll draw and we'll discard the Stomping Ground. We've got a Gamble, a Painter Servant, and a Road, and an Enlightened Tutor. Enlightened Tutor is really good here.
Enlightened Tutor finds Isochron Scepter.
Exactly. Yeah. We don't have the Dramatic Reversal yet, but I mean we can get there. Is the Painter Servant win more right now?
Um, here, Painter Servant doesn't do anything. Painter Servant's probably a cut.
Yeah, but I will say that we just have Gamble and we just have Enlightened Tutor. So should we just
Yeah, let's gamble first, and it'll
right?
find Dramatic Reversal.
Yeah.
And remember, we're drawing 3 and then looting, and then gamble's gonna
Oh
resolve.
yeah. My bad. Sorry. God. Okay, so the odds are high. 1, 2,
Yeah,
3. We get Rite of Flame, Noble Hierarch, Forbidden Orchard, draw and loot. We'll get rid of the Forbidden Orchard. We have Deflecting Swat, just more free stuff to add to the pyre.
how many cards do
Gamble.
we have in hand?
We have 17. I'm just gonna roll a d20 and then re-roll if I.
I got it.
Oh.
I'm rolling 17 sided die on Google. It's not doing like an actual. Um, Come on. I'm trying to use one of Google's apps to do it, but they're not making it easy
I've
for
got
me.
it. I got 15. So that is 2.
Okay.
Oh wait. Oh well. This is 17, 16. Rite of Flame. Thank God. Gets cut. Dramatic Reversal is just safe.
Okay.
And then we can cast Enlightened Tutor. We'll cast. You know what? We should have tapped Crystal to float white. By the way,
Yeah.
she's untapped.
Yeah, because every time we're casting, we're untapping Crystal. So Crystal's taps for white and untaps off of this.
Right. And now we'll cast Enlightened
Um,
Tutor. We can float
Untapping
whatever.
Crystal again,
Yeah.
and
What
then we
color do you want?
cast.
Let's just say it's blue. Just we'll float blue for an offer you can't refuse or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh, we can also just say we cast Silence or something. Tap for white for Silence, and then we can.
Oh yeah.
Cast
I
Silence
like
off
that.
of it.
I like that. So we'll just start with the silence. Oh my God. Yeah. We'll just start.
Yeah.
So well, do we want to? Is there a way to sequence this to just line up the draw? No, there's not really.
We enlighten tutor, then we cast silence afterwards. That's the only way to do it. We can't protect the enlightened tutor with silence.
That's fine.
But we find Ice-Crown Scepter, we have Ice-Crown Scepter Dramatic Reversal, we get there.
Yeah, I mean, also we have like 4 draw coming our way, so we might just like find it here.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We did not find it there. That's fine though. Well, I mean, if you just see your lands in certain instances, you could go places.
Well, it's funny. This is a turn 5 win and it felt bad, but we had interaction.
Yeah.
Like we could have actually defended that game to a reasonable extent.
Yeah.
It just sucked.
Bro, I will say Wargate into Jeskai Ascendancy, good stuff. Because the color fixing with Crystal was nice.
Yeah.
I like that trade. That felt pretty good.
You know what? It doesn't need color fixing though.
Okay, let's
I'm on a black M.O.D.O.K deck.
all right, guys. So let us know your thoughts on Crystal. Feel free to share your deck if you have a list, and any of those top lists that you guys have mentioned. Feel free to share those as well. I'm curious to see what differs between ours and theirs. I would say this is like maybe like 85 to 90% of the way there. I'm sure there's a few tweaks you can make. Cut like
I feel like a slower Crystal would be better, just for
Yeah.
the sake of like getting your hand full, so that you have a more consistent win on those explosive turns. So the way that we built was a bit more like fast paced, and greedy probably is the way to go for it.
Yeah. Yep. Let's check out M.O.D.O.K though. Okay, so this is the second
check out
brew.
M.O.D.O.K.
This is the second brew for the evening. We'll give this guy, I don't know, a good little while. Will, tell us about M.O.D.O.K.
All right, well, M.O.D.O.K is 3 and 2 black for a legendary creature artifact fill-in. Artifact is really important in this deck because we do run Mishra's Workshop. M.O.D.O.K is a 2/2 flying lifelink that has mental organism, which is pay 3 life. M.O.D.O.K Knives activate only during your turn. M.O.D.O.K also has designed only for killing, which is creatures your opponents control get -1/-1 or have -1/-1. So M.O.D.O.K hates on dork decks. It kind of slows down the game by virtue of existing, but it's there to be kind of fast, even though it does grind a little bit by the fact that conniving puts +1/+1 counters on it, and he has lifelink. So The idea of this deck is A, get a lot of mana really quickly to get M.O.D.O.K out. It doesn't matter if you get like a little bit flooded in your hand because the connives let you get rid of the lands to find other stuff rather quickly. And then you want to try to pivot into a couple different options. And I think in my deck, I'm running two win cons, which are Bolus's Citadel with Aetherflux Reservoir and Sensei's Divining Top and all that. Or Essence Harvest, which is target player loses life and you gain life equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. And we do run a Titan that lets you get this back into your deck over and over and over again. The M.O.D.O.K line is using stuff like Shieldred, the Apocalypse, which I think the art that it's using here is the Phyrexian art. But for those who don't know Shieldred, it is just whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life. Whenever an opponent draws a card, they lose 2 life. You can use that with Feast of Sanity. Whenever you discard a card, deal 1 damage to any target, and you gain a life, which is another win con. Or the 2 other cards, Alhemerit's Archive. If you draw a card other than the first card you draw on your turn, draw 2 cards instead. If you gain life, gain twice that much life. And a card that I didn't think would see play ever, but is actually a M.O.D.O.K staple. Uh, uh, a Phial of Galadriel.
Oh
So
yeah.
Phial of Galadriel is 3 mana for an Alhemerit's Archive that taps for mana, but it only doubles your draw if you have no cards in hand, and only doubles your life gain if you have 5 or less life. The reason why that's good is if you pay 5 or 3 life from 5, you're going to be gaining 4 life off Shieldred, meaning that you go up to 6. So you will always net life back, and you will always keep going. So this is just functionally an Alhemerit's Archive for the combo. And if you ever have 0 cards in hand and connive, you draw 2 cards and discard 1, and you can play one of those cards, and you can just play all the fast mana you get, and then discard an Eldrazi Titan to shuffle back, meaning you have infinite mana, you're drawing through your deck infinitely, you win the game. So Shieldred is really the name of the game here, but we have other combos and we have other lines. Um, but yeah, let's try M.O.D.O.K out.
I like this. I can give M.O.D.O.K a go. I don't know how well I'll pilot it. Are we running Maha stacks?
I don't know Maha stacks.
No, neither do I. Isn't that a lot of permanence to be able to go even on life loss?
So you want to try to get even on life loss because it lets you go through your entire deck. Um, Unfortunately, these are all of them. I tossed in every single one because if you get them assemble, you go infinite and you win the game. If you get Shieldred in hand, you can discard Shieldred and reanimate Shieldred, and that does the thing. But yeah, the idea is that if you get M.O.D.O.K to do the thing, you win the game. If you get net even on life loss, then you win.
I forget how I did this last time. I don't think there's a good way to like show you guys my hand unless I move the whole
I can't remember. Can you
frame.
like adjust zoom or something like that?
I'll need to adjust the
On
whole frame. Yeah.
it was something weird where you adjusted the zoom on the top right of the thing.
I got you. Let's just do this. The starting hand looks pretty good to me. It's 2 swamps, a treasure dredger, cabal ritual, mana vault, Bolos the Citadel, and the Soulstone. That feels pretty
Yep, that's
decent.
good.
It feels pretty decent. Okay.
This life loss does matter in this deck,
I
unfortunately.
will keep track of our life. You can't see it, but I've got a life counter up here. Okay. We'll keep this and we'll start with a voltaic key. Ah, I love voltaic key. What? Okay. Yeah, we'll do swamp. Actually, don't assist me, Will. Let me try. Let me see if I can figure this out.
Yeah.
Huh? We'll do
Well, I
voltaic.
mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. You got this.
I think we'll do that right just to start, and then we'll have like our soulstone next turn. The cabal ritual will be dope. I don't even know what this treasure dredger does. Pay 1 life to create a treasure.
Uh,
Color fixing.
it's a mana battery.
Okay. Well, we
It's
probably
not great, but it's good enough.
you probably won't need it this game. We'll see. We have a reanimate. It's not bad. All right, so we have M.O.D.O.K mana right now, but I think we can do more. Do we want Bolos' Citadel? Sacrifice to
Uh,
impermanence. We could put a lot down, is what I'm getting at. M.O.D.O.K.
let's see.
Draw a card,
Can we
discard
get?
a discard.
I don't know if we can get Bolas' Citadel out. Actually, no, we can with a Cabal Ritual.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but I think I would rather just like Soulstone into M.O.D.O.K. Because I'm kind of happy just doing
I mean,
this.
we can Soulstone into Bolas' Citadel using Man Vault and Key because
Yeah.
we can.
Well, I should we?
Do we even need to do that to transfer the mana? Because if we just do 1, 2, 3, we use one for that. We have two remaining. Then we have black, black, black. One of the two remaining Cabal Ritual for one. So yeah, we can't untap Vault in the same thing. I don't think, right?
No, I'm
Yeah,
happy
no.
to just make this a
So,
M.O.D.O.K turn. Or are we
so
trying to
we can
win? Or are we trying to win when?
our Vault would be tapped, but we do get Bolas' Citadel out. If you do want to do Bolas' Citadel, it would just cost Cabal Ritual. The M.O.D.O.K and Bolas' Citadel are kind of functionally the same thing.
Let's keep Bolas Citadel in the hand then.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just generate two generic leftover after the Soul Stone. We will use one. Well, wait, that's not enough, right? Yeah, because this is black, black. We need one more mana. That's fine. Okay, we'll generate a four generic. We've got a generic floating. We'll tap for black. We'll tap for black. And we'll go for the M.O.D.O.K. Should I start conniving?
Yeah, you can do it to set up a bit. And remember, M.O.D.O.K gets +1/+1 counters if we discard non-lands.
Yeah. Well, I'm about to discard this treasure dredger. Should I have Cabal? No, I'm going
Yeah.
to save the Cabal ritual. But any creatures we
Yeah,
discard.
Cabal Ritual is going to be really good if we're filling up our yard.
Right. And that reanimate's going to be really good in a second too. Draw a
Yep.
card first. I'm sorry. Grim Tutor sounds good. So how can I easily apply tokens to this guy? Add a counter. Sure. Okay, we'll do the same thing. Draw a card, discard a card. I'll discard a swamp. Add a counter.
No counter this time.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
Yeah, if you discard a land, it's no counter.
Um, yeah, we want what we have in hand. And how much life am I losing? Are you tracking? Sorry.
6. You've lost 6 so far.
Okay, I'll adjust my life afterwards. I'll draw another card. It's a swamp. Do I need the Grim Tutor? I guess I do.
Grim Tutor will find either Aetherflux Reservoir or Sensei's Divining Top, which Aetherflux Reservoir is the better option because M.O.D.O.K is functionally Sensei's Divining Top for us.
Yeah.
So theoretically, we can win the game next turn thanks to Grim Tutor and Bolas' Citadel.
Keep tracking my life for me, would you? I'm gonna do.
Okay, so you've done it 3 times so far, so it's a 9 loss.
This is 4
And
times.
I think that there's another one, so this is the 4, so it's 12. I
Okay.
think it's good to like stop here. Reanimate's probably less useful than the swamp actually here because swamp is just mana. It's 5 now.
Sure. I just want to make sure that we're
And we get a
close.
counter on M.O.D.O.K because we discarded reanimate.
Yeah, I'm trying to get us close to threshold on Cabal Ritual. I think this is probably fine where we're at.
Yeah.
Okay, next turn. No interaction, but I wasn't expecting anything here. We're playing pretty greedy. Turn
And
3.
on
Sweet.
upkeep, we can use the key to untap Mana Vault so we don't take damage on upkeep. Or draw step.
Sure. Yeah, I'm fine with that. We'll use the Soul Stone to pay for the key to do this.
Sure.
Okay, we draw a swamp. I will play a swamp. And then I will use M.O.D.O.K
Yep.
to draw a card. Oops, sorry. Draw a card and
Before playing the swamp, if you want, we can M.O.D.O.K a little bit just to if we
oh,
want to do threshold to pay for it instead and keep a land drop for the Bolas' Citadel. What's most important here? Well, we got Shieldred? Oh.
Well, ignore that.
That's
Ignore that.
okay. Okay, okay. Um, let's see. What's best here?
I think
So we
we
have
could just M.O.D.O.K. Well, if we're concerned about our life, then we
I think
should.
we M.O.D.O.K twice to get the threshold and
Yeah,
we keep the land play.
sure. Draw, discard, Shieldred, and then we'll
Since six,
draw
seven.
another swamp, and then we go down by one, two, three, four,
Yeah,
five,
we just keep
six.
one swamp in hand. That's all we really need here.
Okay, so I'm at 28, 22 life. Excuse me, 28 minus 6.
Yeah.
Okay, we're at threshold here, so we will play Cabal Ritual. Floating 5. Does Shieldred change things for us? Do we just want to play her first?
So Shieldred makes it so we're functionally only paying one life for M.O.D.O.K. Every M.O.D.O.K activation. And with the phylactery, we could just win with if we can get that out. I don't think that we can get that out with Grim Tutor this turn. So it'd be like a turn 4 win. Bolus's Citadel theoretically gets us there if we hit a tutor, though. But that's paying a lot of life. Shieldred's safer. Shieldred is the safer option.
Okay. So we're gonna use 2 of the black, and then I will use some generic here. So I've got 3 black and 1 generic floating. Do you want a Grim Tutor?
Uh, yeah, we can. If we have the mana for it, might as well Grim Tutor.
Yeah, we've got 1 black floating now. What should we grab from this deck?
Um, I mean, it's the phylactery, the manolith thing, the or the Felia of Galadriel, the Lord of the Rings mana rock thing.
That's better than the other options. File
Yeah,
of
that's the cheapest option. Yeah,
where is it? File
of Galadriel.
where is it? Oh, can I search? Yeah.
If you click filter at the bottom, just do Galadriel or file.
Spoop. Okay. Yeah, we got 1 mana floating. We can't do anything with it. Should we M.O.D.O.K?
We don't need to M.O.D.O.K here because we have Bolus' Citadel as one option, and then the Felia is the other option.
I don't think I've seen this art you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know the art either. I was trying to look it up on the side.
All right, guys. Can we win on turn 4?
Yes,
We have Ulamog in hand. Is that good?
doesn't matter. On upkeep, we untap the Felia. Or and we played swamp as that's one swamp as land for turn just
Yeah.
because on the previous turn.
Yeah. Okay, so File of Gladriel.
Yep.
If you would draw a
And
card while you
if
have no
that is
cards in
good, we
hand.
win the game.
If you would gain life. We don't really gain life though, do we?
Shieldred.
Oh, I'm sorry. She's +2. Right.
Yep, she's +2. So if we're at 5 life and we pay down to 3, we're below 5 life, and then we gain 4 life. So we paid 3 life to gain 4 life. So now we have infinite draw, infinite discard, and we go through our deck. We have a Shuffle Titan, so we can shuffle back into it, and then we win the game. So we have infinite access to infinite cards in our decks. I will give the long and short of how it plays out. If we just replay Lotus Petal infinite times and then discard Ulamog after the fact, we will always be able to redraw back into Ulamog and keep going because uh, the the Manolith, the file of Gladriel, it will make it so that we have no cards in hand when we connive. We draw up to 2, so we'll always be able to keep 1 card in hand. So we can set up to make it so that we're holding the Titan, find Lotus Petal, and it's not a 4 horseman loop. So we have infinite mana. With infinite mana and infinite draw, anything wins the game. Pick your favorite. It could be Feast of Sanity, it can be Aetherflux Reservoir, it can be the Essence of Harvest, because M.O.D.O.K is infinitely big, and we win.
How do we get to no cards in hand?
Just by playing stuff. We loot with M.O.D.O.K infinitely, and we just play Lotus Petal every single time we see Lotus Petal.
Sure. So I guess we would discard Bolos' Citadel here. We'd play Swamp per turn, and then
Yep,
we can go down to nothing after this if we see Lotus Petal and then start drawing two. I guess we don't really need to draw two cards. It doesn't quite matter.
we don't. It's net neutral until we get to Lotus Petal. Then when we have
Yeah.
no cards in hand, we get up one. So it's just you get up one when you need it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we won.
All right, that works. I don't know. What's the 0 mana Archaic for?
I there's some reason why I had it in here initially. I can't remember the. If I remember correctly, I had it in there as a backup for the if you connive with M.O.D.O.K and play stuff later on, it gets back a reanimator, gets back a tutor, so it lets you double up tutors. Because the one thing I was having trouble with in the deck is you always failed to get there by some stupid reason or some stupid way. I don't think it's great in the deck, but I do think it's a good safety option. And the issue I've had with M.O.D.O.K is the deck can't run interaction because it needs all the stuff to get M.O.D.O.K out quickly. But then the deck is also too slow to actually win with a lack of interaction. It's a very, very awkward balance because all the good interaction of black forces you to pay life as well.
Yeah.
So you can't run a lot of the good
Snuff
interactive
out.
pieces.
Any of
So
the
it's
removal, pretty much.
yeah, the deck is like a really awkward balance. It works. It does the thing. It wins on turn 4 pretty consistently, and sometimes it can win on turn 3 if it gets lucky, and if it bricks, it's usually out of the game for a little bit, but M.O.D.O.K can heal you back up because he's a big beater with lifelink.
Yeah.
There's probably
We
some
never really
dumb
leveraged the swinging. I mean, I was down to 22 life, but Will's right. We never really
what
swung with him in the air for lifelink.
yeah. We only had one time when we missed swinging with him, and it would have been like 5 life gain, which is notable, but it's not the be all end all. The other thing is that he also would have shut off dorks because he gives everything -1/-1. So we got him out on turn 2. It would have slowed down the game to some extent by virtue of him existing, but he's a very slow commander, but needs to play fast to function. He's not that great as a cEDH commander. As something closer to like bracket 4, maybe he can work better and you just add in a couple greedier cards and greedier lines and use them to hand fix when you fail to greed out. But as a build around B5, he doesn't really do the thing that well.
Hmm. Yeah, I thought it was maybe a little sluggish, and the lack of interactions maybe a little scary, but it's not bad.
Yeah,
Better than Crystal?
no, no.
Okay.
M.O.D.O.K won on turn 4, assuming no one had any interaction for M.O.D.O.K drawing a crap ton of cards, and when we hit a really nuts pile. Crystal won on turn 5 with the worst possible hand we could think of.
That's true. And missing lands for like, I don't know, 15 draws or something.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. But we did get there. Rest in peace, Mole Man and Moloids. Rest in peace, Squirrel Girl. Well, we need to build some of those other decks. We're gonna have a chance to do that, by the way. But
Well, no, that's for M.O.D.O.K. M.O.D.O.K getting
oh,
everything -1,
yeah,
-1.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Facts, facts, facts. Um, do we want to start doing Star Trek decks, or do we want to keep doing Marvel superhero decks?
Well, here's the thing. Next set is Lord of the Rings. Set after that is Fractured Reality. Set after that is Star Trek.
Do we want to do a Star Trek Hobbit session? What
Uh,
am I saying?
with Hobbit, it's going to be Bilbo. With Star Trek, I think the only deck that is like a
Appealing.
potential cEDH viable commander that we've seen is 7 of 9. Which, for those who don't know, 7 of 9 says whenever you face a dilemma, which is choosing a mode for a spell or an ability, draw a card. There's a lot of things that just say, like, when blah 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 happens, choose a mode. And with that, 7 of 9s can draw you a lot of cards pretty quickly. You can basically build a Ristic study where people don't have the option to say, I pay the 1. You just say thanks, and then draw the card. I don't think that that's super good though, but it is a decent option. A card that I found that they spoiled for Fractured Reality, which got me very happy, is Darksteel Angel though,
Hmm.
which I think is going to be a really cool anti-meta card. For those who don't know, Darksteel Angel is the new Platinum Angel, and it's 9 mana for a 4/4 flying indestructible that says you cannot lose the game, your opponents cannot win the game, creatures you control cannot have -1/-1 counters put on them, which means that it's going to be functionally the same as the One Ring, except it can be hit by Path to Exile, Swords to Plowshare, some of the creature bounce effects, and then Toxic Deluge.
Oof. Oh, that was a good one. You're still muted, though. Will's still muted. I don't think he knows it. You're still muted. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. I thought I didn't hit mute. I thought I hit escape instead of mute by accident. So I was talking as if I didn't mute. Um, Darksteel Angel though, so it's a weird anti-meta card because if you can cheat this out, it kind of wins the game because it's not as removable as Platinum Angel. There's only like 10 cards that you're going to have to get through that will actually be able to kill it in any given cEDH pod. And as long as you can defend it, you win. I don't think it's going to be great. I don't think cEDH decks are actually going to be playing it, but there's going to be some Reanimator deck that just gets this out and tries to win by getting this out. And I think that it's funny and it's good. So Darksteel Angel's like, it's funny.
Yeah, I just put it on screen for you guys. It's kind of dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no real feelings towards Star Trek. I used to watch like the Picard series. I don't know, it was Star Trek Voyage, Star Trek. I don't know. I
I
don't know what series that is. I just remember watching
I, I
his
didn't
Star
watch like
Trek.
a ton of Star Trek, but I've watched clips, and I do want to say that one thing that they didn't do, but then they actually did as like a little spin-off series for a little while is looking at humans from an alien perspective, which is something I always love when sci-fi does.
Mm.
And I'm like, yeah, no, that's if you think about it, for what you'd think people would normally do, Earth is fucking nuts and humans are fucking nuts. Because one example is the what are they called? The like merchant guys that are obsessed with money and profit. Um I'm blanking on the name. I've not watched Star Trek in forever. They got teleported back in time due to a spatial anomaly and were sent back to like 1990s Earth. And they basically scanned the area and they're like, "Wow, radiation's really high. Has something happened?" And then they're like, "Oh yeah, we nuked Japan like a couple years ago." And it's like, you irradiated your own planet?
So bad. I mean, the air is still like suffering.
Yeah.
I mean, air
But
quality.
it's crazy stuff like that where it's like, oh yeah, no. You normal species probably would not have done crazy stuff like that. So there's weird stuff that we've done on Earth that's like the crap.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So there's a lot of cool sci-fi things when you look at humans from an alien perspective. For those who want just general sci-fi entertainment, look up either Humans Are Space Orcs or Humanity Fuck Yeah, which is a subreddit that has like 1,000,001 stories on it. Really good.
Or watch The Expanse. That series was good. The first few seasons, at least. I do like the Shockland art in the starter, though.
Yeah. No, Star Trek.
Star Trek, sorry.
The Star Trek Shocklands. I the best land arts that they've ever done in Magic the Gathering in general have always been the space theme lands.
Mm.
They have always made them gorgeous. And I'm not talking about like the weird alt borders that they've done for what was the one? Edge of Eternities. I don't like the altar art that they did for Edge of Eternities with like the brown like digital text border thing. But for things like Unfinity and all the other sci-fi arts that we've gotten, it's really good. And Star Trek did not disappoint. It has really good art for the lands.
Yeah, I do like the Shieldred Benedict Cumberbatch version. Print them to the ground. And then needs to be cheap to play. Yeah. I don't mind that too much. I actually prefer the game being a little bit more accessible. I don't think there's an IP I would really care to see in Magic the Gathering at this point. Like they're literally going to do everything before I can even think of it. Um, but it is still the best TCG I've ever played. So,
One that I'm kind of surprised about. I'm surprised we don't have a Harry Potter MTG set already. I feel like that would
well,
have been one of the first ones that they go for because if you think about Wizards, it's like Harry Potter and Magic the Gathering.
yeah, dude, I want the time turner that Hermione gets, like as an Oswald artifact. Take an extra
You
turn.
want it to be a 2 mana artifact that enters the battlefield tapped that you can skip a turn to untap it and then tap it to gain an extra turn by removing the.
Precisely. It's just a reprint of Time Vault.
Yeah.
What's the over under
It's a
on
reprint of Time Vault, but it's 3 mana, so it gets around the reserve list.
Luffy's not gonna make his way to Luffy's not gonna make his way to Magic, but then again, Luffy's made his way to like every other. He's in Dodgers games. He's in college basketball games. He's in literally. I'm going out this weekend to round one to collect some exclusive One Piece TCG cards from a like a Dave and Buster's basically equivalent. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know what it costs to license that property, but I guess I wouldn't be surprised if One Piece somehow made its way to Magic the Gathering. But I don't think it'd be anytime soon because there might be some sort of licensing restriction with Bandai Namco.
You
I
know,
honestly don't know.
you say low chance of it ever coming to Magic the Gathering.
Right.
My counterpoint, Magic the Gathering has exploded in Japan, and Japan has been getting like spoiled with all their fancy Japan exclusive art stuff.
Hmm.
They're probably gonna get us One Piece at some point,
I
just
would.
because they'll be like, "I want Luffy."
There's other anime I would love to see in Magic. Can we explore that? Like that would be cool for me, but yeah.
Lloyd, the greatest estate developer. I want to see the evil face guy with the shovel slapping people around.
Grizzly,
I want him to beat some sense into Jace.
I feel like this is Grizzly's face whenever he sees a new IP introduced to Magic. Operations officer, just like this like general look of disgust.
Just
Like, really? Is that what you want? I want a Gundam set. Yeah, I would do a Gundam set. Oh, look, I have these little models. Showing you guys these.
really?
I have all
You're
these.
giving her all she's got? That's all she's
Yeah.
got?
I've got some really cool. I like these mobile suit ensemble, gashapon. I collect these. I've got a few. I didn't like the series that that particular Gundam came from, but the model looks cool. I've got like 4 over here. I love Gundam. If I had to pick
What
something, it would be Naruto. Naruto would be pretty dope.
what is like a generically popular magic-based anime?
Magic
I'm not talking
based.
about like Magic Girls or anything like that. It's
Mashal.
like,
Mashal's generically. You're talking about Free Ren. Free
oh
Ren
yeah,
would be.
true. That'd be a funny include, but I'm like, I feel like the first anime that we get as a Universes Beyond would have to be something that has some kind of magic system in it.
I mean, I think Cowboy Bebop, like no one would be upset
Yeah,
with. So I could see Cowboy
yeah.
Bebop, but then it's not really dealing with magic. It's sci-fi. So like you'd have ships, you'd have the swordfish. That'd be fucking sick. Oh man, that would actually be really dope. They could probably bring battles back for that, because they've not filled out the subtyping for battles yet. Like they could probably have duels,
They
like with him and
they
Vicious.
said we are going to be getting other battle types and stuff like that because all the battles we have are siege type battles. Like the
Right.
subtype is siege,
I want
which
like battle.
is
I want battle duel. I want to see like battle. I mean, I feel like they're going to struggle finding ways to make battles unique or interesting because they've really fleshed out a lot of the mechanics. So I'm curious to see what other battles we get.
well, it's like battles are just cards that have some kind of immediate impact to the game, and then they have a mini game around board control that lets you do stuff. And they could easily have like battle, like a fortress or fortified or something battle that is just a battle that has a good effect. Like think of a 2 mana Aristic Study, but it has 3 life on it, and then it only is Aristic Study while it's still around. When it loses all 3 counters, it's gone. They can do stuff like that where it's like better versions of existing cards
Yeah.
for cheaper, but you have to defend them.
Will, are you saying Miku doesn't count? Oh, Hatsune Miku, the
Well,
Vocaloid.
we didn't get, yeah, the Vocaloid. We've gotten a lot of Miku stuff.
Yeah.
The thing is, Miku isn't like, first off, Miku isn't like a whole standalone anime thing. Miku is just some cultural singing phenomenon, and I think we could all kind of agree on that. But the other part is Miku didn't get her own set. She got additional products. What is the first anime set we're getting?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm with you, Grizzly. I really feel your pain, man. It is kind of. I just didn't expect it to be back to back to back to back to back to back. Right. I expected maybe a little bit more variance with the stuff we were getting, with like actual Magic content. Because at this point, it's like I don't know. When's the next time I'm gonna see Chandra? Like honestly, I'm thinking to myself like, and not
Fractured Realities.
yeah.
Two sets from now.
Yeah, okay.
We got Blue Chandra.
Thank God. Thank God. Um, they could do battles similar to global enchantments, but the owner needs to defend it to get a better effect. Yeah, I would dig that. There's so much
Yeah,
room. There's
that's
so much room.
like when it gets to zero, it doesn't disappear. It just loses part of its effect. You're saying, yeah, that'd be interesting. Like if it's a all creatures have haste, your creatures have +2/+0 as long as this has counters on it,
Mhm.
something like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be upset if a anime or manga made its way into the game, so long as it was like something that was universally like beloved. Like
Yeah,
I could
it's
see
like I got
full.
reincarnated as a slime. I'd be like,
Or how about the
that has too many like inbuilt references that I'd be like, no, no, no. You have
the
to do
vending machine
research
one?
to get like a lot of the random references in cards. Whereas like with Lord of the Rings, you'd be like, okay, goblin guy. Okay, uh, small guy that's kind of a thief. And it's like, okay, yeah, you can get it. But if you know Lord of the Rings, it's more entertaining and you get more into it.
Yeah.
Because
Reincarnated as a vending
okay,
machine. We could do dot hack was really popular for its time. You know what I would love actually? We could do Evangelion. It's a one fucked up series. I wouldn't mind seeing Ava. Um, because then you'd have like the pilots and the
ye-
actual Ava units you could go into. It's kind of cool.
when are we getting that Black Clover Magic the Gathering set?
I don't think I need that. I really actively think they're killing their game. I think short term, I think that this is introducing a lot of new players and collectors to the game. Like this set in particular, did I not just see like signed Captain Kirk cards spoiled or something? Like this feels very much like a collector set. I hate the fact that there are collector only boosters that exclusively have special cards that you'll never find as a pleb, but that bothers me. But for collectors, it's cool that there is a whale item you can purchase that gives you something that is potentially worth money.
Yeah,
Um,
and also a ton of people have joined the game, and you can kind of tell just by the price of basic lands.
yeah,
Basic forests were like 1 to 2 cents before, now they're 6 cents. That means that the amount of players in the game, or at least the amount of decks that people have been building, has functionally tripled, which is really good for the game designers because that means they're making a lot of money. So it's very beneficial in the short term, and it may be beneficial in the long term to some extent because they're keeping a larger player base. And then if they keep it up too much, it will eventually poison out the game, and then it's just gonna turn people off of the game.
yeah. There needs
But
to
for like
be
the short and medium term,
yeah,
it's probably a good marketing decision. I
yeah,
don't agree with it totally. I want to. The story has gotten to such a cool place, and they're slowing it down by adding all these universes beyond sets and all these things. Because it's like, oh, Fractured Realities is coming out. When's that coming out? Oh, in like October or like a September, I think. No, I think it's October. But it's when did we hear it was coming out? Start of the year.
yeah. Ages ago, dude.
How many actual in-universe sets have we had? One.
Actually, cool with collectible only pieces. It means the basic version of the card can be cheap, yeah. But for non insanely wealthy, it's no longer feasible to be a collector. Yeah, it's tough. Like this game is quite costly. Even as a player, it's costly. Even in a format that's singleton, it's quite costly. You need certain cards to
Yeah.
play at a competitive level in Commander, but I think Commander is probably healthier as a social game, right? As a social first game.
Yeah.
But it can be played competitively. To what extent? It just depends on who's in the pod with you. And last thing I'll say is I would be happy with a Capcom. Capcom? I would be happy with a Castlevania tie-in. Be super happy if we got a
Uh,
Castlevania in the game.
before we close it out as well, I want us to do one more hand of one deck, and it's not M.O.D.O.K. I just sent it to you on Discord, Patrick.
You know?
Because somebody brought it up in chat way before, and I just want to do it at least as a joke.
What do you want to do?
It sent it to you on Discord.
Oh,
One hand with this deck.
I have to go. My wife is calling me.
Dang it.
Sorry, she said.
Okay,
Sorry.
it was Sasaya.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna have us do one hand with the Sasaya deck, because someone said way back when.
no, we'll and
Man,
that
now
we'll start the next stream with a Sasaya play, but I've got it up on screen now. Yeah, no,
it's
my
so many people. Our Discord exploded when we started talking about Sasaya, and I'm like, it is so funny that our Discord was very silent, and then a lot of people are just like, "Wait, you have 83 lands in a deck?" It's like, yeah,
and it actually works. Can I open a regular pack of
yep. And
sorcery and get $1,000? $1,000+. I don't know. Can you, Grizzly? I don't know what the sorcery cards are valued at anymore. That'd be nice if you could. Anyway, guys, we'll see you next week. Probably double down on more Marvel superhero stuff. There are a few more legends we want to touch on before we close out that set, but The Hobbit next. Will, any last thoughts?
uh, look forward to seeing cEDH Society randomly on the next stream. Probably the first Hobbit deck we're gonna brew is the new Bilbo, the cost reducer that lets you cast stuff from graveyard, because he looks like a really good Staxy Sensei's Divine top commander. Um, See you at the next one. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and hope you enjoy building your decks. Have a good one.
Ciao. Arrivederci. Bring me Doomsday? Ugh, I can maybe.
Yes,
Yeah.
Doomsday is probably going to be, if not next stream, maybe the stream after. We might have next stream be all green. Oops, all green with a side open up Mole Man and Squirrel Girl as like the three decks we do.